It's Friday night and we're hanging out, so I'm gonna do the Friday night hangouts. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening. As I said, it is Friday night, and I am popping this open and dropping the link in other places. There you go. Paste, and a paste. And hopefully we can get some peeps in here to hang out. P Money, what's up? Botazeko, what's up? Oh, and if you want to know Mike's secret, become a member. That's right. Saturday morning hangout. Well, you know, tomato, peaches and cream. What you doing? How are you? I got nothing that rhymes with that. Let me see if anyone is popping in the hangout as yet. What's up, Derek LaFlamme, Anthem, Timothy, Asuka says 3A. I don't know why 3A, but glad you guys are here. Let me see. Oh, they are still alive and going. Oh, and Edwin just ended the other stream. Henceforth, y'all should be rolling up in here any moment. Curious to a what's up, one and all. And just making sure here. Yeah. Super chats are available. So it was interesting. In the private chat, you couldn't super chat, which is interesting because I don't know, because it's a private chat and it was just all members, so it was people who do support the channel already, but somehow or another, oh well. What? Anyhow, and a hi, rockin', rollin'. Keep them dogies rolling. Elliot should be in here soon. I keep going back to check that window to make sure I don't miss him when he comes in. Anyways, I got a notification for the private chat 40 minutes after the chat ended. Oh, I'm sorry, bow ties are cool. But, you know, it is what it is. It was the first of what should be many, as long as none of my secrets are exposed, then I will continue to do the private chats. Captain Hilt says, auction over. So it shall be written, so it shall be done. It's so let it be written. So let it be written. So let it be done. I love that. Yul Brenner for the win. Gosh, so what else is going on up here? I think Knox had the right idea, probably to avoid booby streamers. Oh, you mean the chatting thing? The money thingy. What do you call it? What was I calling it? Super chats. Sorry, my brain just completely farted right then. All right, pop that out. Bring in the incredible Jerkmonger. What's up, Elliot? I missed you. It's been like a whole week.
I know.
What the heck? What are you doing?
No, I saw you on Wednesday.
That doesn't count.
No? Okay.
That doesn't count.
I know. Hey, how's this look? This is looking pretty cool.
That is looking pretty cool.
I'm just dazzling you with all these extra lines, stupid nib.
I got you.
I bought a 108. Speedball 108. I like that nib. You ever use that one?
What does that? That's the short one?
No. Hold on. I have it over here already set up.
Ninja Comics 33 wants me to talk about Lone Star. What do you want me to say? Ask me a question. Captain Hilt says, Jerkmonger, how much for this? Mike cut the auction short.
Who said that?
I didn't cut it short. I felt the room out, and the room was tapped out. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to make my guests suffer through waiting ridiculously long, painful amounts of time to get mediocre bids and stuff. And, you know, I mean, $100 is $100, but we want this to be entertaining, not painful.
Yeah. Painful. Yes.
Why didn't you promote Lone Star Ravaged Blood in the Jungle enough? Enough for what? You do realize that I did promote it, even though I was just lending out characters. So there was nothing in it for me, so to speak. So all the promotion time I gave Blood in the Jungle was for the benefit of everybody working on it.
That's true.
I did promote it. I spent valuable time. My time is very valuable. But you know, I couldn't do it alone. Hola Zevius, what is up, my friend? Nick Lifo, you could have done an update on your Lone Star accounts. That's true. I didn't think about that. Where were you? Where were you, Nick?
That's true.
When it was actually live. I don't know if I could have gotten enough people to back that because he was asking for 30 grand. 30 grand. Nick says he emailed me. You did? Well, I don't get all my emails. I do apologize. I get a lot of freaking emails, and it is what it is. When are we going to have a Lone Star Goes to Canada comic event? Lone Star battles Wendigo. Hey, you know, that might actually be fun.
That's a good idea, yeah.
That is a good idea. That is a good idea. Have you told us the title for Lone Star 3 yet? Yeah, I was pretty set on Mind of the Man, but for some reason, Mind of the Monster started creeping into my head. And I'm not sure if it fits the paradigm I've already set up, but it sounds better.
Well, maybe it's about the villain instead of him.
Mind of the Monster, right. Right.
I like that.
Nick says, yes, you could. Your Graveyard Shift crossover hit 20K in a day. Blood in the Jungle could have been fully funded. Sorry. I'm sorry too, Nick. I really wanted that to get funded, and I promoted it pretty often, several times a week. And I certainly promoted it every time Edwin was on and every time Matthew was on.
Yep.
So minimum 3-4 times a week I was promoting that, and nothing. So plus he was charging so little for it. He was charging so little for everything, and then trying to get to $30,000, right? So I have tiers on Monster Hunt where it's like you can drop $80 on one purchase. He didn't. He was literally selling that thing for like $8. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he kept going. So, yeah, there was a lot wrong with the campaign, but I most definitely want to see it. So we'll work it out. Someday that will see the light of day. It could have been fun. Please still make it happen. Yeah, Edwin and I are talking about figuring out a way to make that happen. I wouldn't mind even possibly making it an add-on for the next Lone Star, but we'd have to change the story. He could keep the crux of the story, but get rid of Ben's characters, so that it's not a crossover, but it's just an additional Lone Star story. Ben went MIA. Ben did go MIA. Ben was doing this for fun. Ben was doing this because Ben loves comics.
Yeah.
Right? But unfortunately, Ben didn't have the bandwidth with all the other businesses he runs and the companies he runs and the programming he does. He did not have the bandwidth to spend all of his time trying to promote comic books for, you know, for me, that's my job. And it's a full-time job to try to get these books. When I'm in promotion mode, it's like 24/7. I'm trying to sell this book for 2 months. If Ben did that, all of his other companies would crumble.
Yeah.
So it's just a reality. He didn't have the bandwidth. He was trying to find someone else to take over all the marketing aspects and whatnot. And he even asked me, and I'm just like, brother, I don't have the bandwidth to take on more than my projects. But yeah, it just wasn't meant to be right now. Perhaps someday in the future he will retool when he has some extra time and can get the right people in place to help out and make that happen. But as for Blood in the Jungle, it can be made into a primarily or exclusively Blacklist Universe tale. And I do want to see it happen. So we shall see. We shall see.
Were there a lot of pages done for that?
No, just the cover.
Oh.
Edwin wasn't even done with the script. So. But that was a great cover, man. That was a great cover. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be redone if we can't use, like, the lizard characters and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a very collectible item for sure.
P Money says, yeah, Mike, when I saw you were live streaming Lone Star for like 48 hours nonstop at the beginning, it convinced me to buy it. I don't think I did a 48-hour nonstop stream. I think I was just, if I was awake, I was on. You know, it's like, I gotta do this. I gotta pump it up. Pump it up, homeboy.
Pump it up.
All right, I'll be right back. Entertain the troops.
I sure will, brother. I sure will. All right, guys. So I am inking this Green Lantern. Rick, I'm digging it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm digging it. And I'm not even looking at the chat yet. Hold on. Hold on. Hold, please. Let me see. Let me get to the chats. The chizats. All right, here we are. Here we are. Lone Star. Which is the Mind of Minolta? Minolta, the camera? What's going on there? What's going on there, Rhaegar? RT Bear has been paid. All right, thanks, Comic Book Journeys. Appreciate that, man. Chair, come back, please, Chair, please. We need you, Chair. We need you. Let's see. P-Money says Ravage isn't bad. I enjoy the issue. All right. If we are, what's that say? If we are honest, $25 for a comic is not sustainable. But if the price doesn't come down, well, the reality though is that's an interesting point. But I think if you look at it the other way, curious 2A, if we don't, that money is basically an investment in the project in the first place. I think part of the problem is I think some of us look at the comic books that we're producing as though they were the same type of product you would see mass produced at a company like Marvel or DC. And I think that's a mistake. And we tend to make that mistake quite a bit. I think we keep comparing ourselves to, or we keep comparing this business part of it. I think the idea here is to create these books and then eventually produce them into other things and other formats. So I know it doesn't seem like it because most of you guys are coming in to it from a very specific place of, say, a field like we're replacing your Marvel comics, your DC comics. In a sense, we are, but in a very real sense, these are actually specialty items that you guys are partnering with us to produce in the first place. Comic Book Journal says, "Will Kevin Smith ask you to smoke a joint with you, Elliot? You are part of the DC Connection." Hello, DC Connection. Am I part of the DC Connection? I don't know about that. Then the business says, "Stop abusing the chair. Stop with the chair. The chair must live. The chair must live." The chair makes solid arguments. Chair is merciful. Captain Hill says, curious, do I remember most of the equivalent of 3+ standard issues? Jerkmonger is like 4 to 5 typical issues long. That's true. Also, you're paying for a couple books. Well, I understand that too. Paulus Mobus says, "What is Blood in the Jungle? Did I miss something?" That Blood in the Jungle was a collaboration between Edwin Boyette was writing it, or has written some of the script, and it was going to be a crossover with a Lone Star and Ravage to Kill All Men. But that project sounds to me like it didn't quite materialize, and for a variety of reasons, and that's not malicious or anything like that.
Handle the
Just
chat.
where we're at now with it. Sadly, most of what's surfaced is below or equal to mainstream books, not a lot of original or special. Well, that's definitely an opinion of yours, and that goes back to something I used to tell other people. If you like the books, if you like the creators, support the creators in the books. We can continue to get better as we move along. If you don't like the books, you don't have to buy them, and that would definitely impact our business, but it also makes sense for the market. I'm a free market guy, so if you don't like something that I'm producing, I don't want you to just give me money so I can just think that you like it if you don't like it. And there's Eden. Hi, Eden.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, she walked away. I just saw her on YouTube and then she walked away. Let's see. There's Dad's chair. Bye, Eden. Anyway, so I'm somebody asked what ink am I using? I'm using FW De La Rowney ink. I have it in a little jar here to the side with the cutout and a sponge in case it spills over. Doom Kicker and Lone Star crossover. I don't know if they would necessarily cross over. I don't think they're fit in the same universe. Doom Kicker is not really a superhero story, but I could see some shenanigans going on. I could see someone in a Lone Star driving through a small town in West Virginia and meeting a local named Hank. I could see that happening. And this ink is not coming out of this pen. There we go. Let's see. Another thing to point out is, this is Bowtie's article, is that with these indie books, you're getting all story. The big two fill their books with ads. There are a lot of ads, but also we're creating stuff that is different enough. There's no story behind it. We don't have 60 years of backstory to rely on. That's another thing that the big two have in abundance. They have a lot of product already out in the market. So when you get into that stuff, you're definitely, kind of moving into a territory where you're getting, they can almost not give you much story because you've already been reading their stories for 20 something years or so. At least that's the case in my situation. Chair is acting pretentious. It is. It's a little weird. I'm a little offended by the chair, to be honest with you. Chair keeps talking bad to me, and I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not standing for it. Get it, chair? I'm not standing for it. Har.
Sorry.
Har.
I'll be a second.
Doom Kicker meets Cecil. I don't know. Does Cecil travel much down West Virginia? I could see that happening. Perhaps. All right. The chair is judging you. None of your business. Let's see. Curious 28 says, Captain Hiltz, I feel you, but some are 2.399 plus 399 equals 8. An extra to help 25 forever not sustainable. Again, it's not an issue of sustainability. It's about producing the IP and then taking it to other next level it has to go to. I think you guys, there was a commentary we used to make in the beginning when we used to say this is the theater experience, and then there's the DVD and then cable experience. And I think in some cases, some of us plan to take some of these books and turn them into that's the mic laugh. Take some of these books and turn them into maybe stuff you can have at maybe, like, I'm a big fan of Peter Samedi and Alterna, And I have thoughts about some of my ideas starting off as bigger books like the campaigns would produce. And by the way, this again, you guys are partnering with us during these campaigns to produce the product in the first place. So you're crowdfunding the project, not just producing. It's not a comic book business like you know it from Marvel and DC. I think that's the misnomer. But hey, you know what? Like I said, you don't like it, it's okay. Forget about it. You don't have to buy it. Don't buy it. Also, no. It's okay. It's okay. Indiegogo books are like annuals. I think that's true. True. And you're only getting so many per year. I'm feeling all the questions, Mike.
Are you? Okay, well, I brought Eden on board so that she could be the question fielder.
Oh, wow.
Right? Guest hostess who is making it.
Captain Hilt says Pierce 2A. Many are also signed. That's part of the price too, remember. That's true also. You're not getting everything. You don't get your stuff signed at a comic shop.
Say hello, Eden.
Hi.
Oh wow, that's really loud. You want headphones? You want headphones?
Oh my gosh, I can hear myself from here.
That's because you're really loud.
I could just whisper. Would it sound better with headphones?
It would sound better with headphones, yeah.
Then sure.
Okay. You have yours, right?
Yeah, I'll go get them.
Go away. We were talking. Oh, thank you very much, Curious. This is my house, boy.
Also, don't forget, guys, a lot of the campaigns you guys are supporting also come with extras that you wouldn't get in a comic book either. In a normal Marvel DC comic.
Yeah. What Elliot said.
I'll make you answer these questions.
What were they asking me?
This I'm talking about sustainability concerns, but I think there's plenty of reasons to see this as a sustainable business if you see it as the first steps in the project, not the latter part.
Yeah. I mean, it is the. It's not like we're reinventing the wheel here. We're just creating a new. Well, not us creating. We're taking advantage of a particular sort of a model that allows us. Wow, Eden, are you?
I keep dropping the phone.
All right, I'll take you out for a minute. Or I'll just
wait.
Just wave when you're done.
He mutes his own daughter.
Heck yeah, man.
He's a cruel man.
Put the headphones in.
He's a cruel man, but he's fair.
Put the headphones in. Girl. She's using my phone too. Yeah, so we're creating we're utilizing, taking advantage of the ability to kind of eschew the whole comic convention thing and be able to reach fans who want the collectible, first run, limited edition, blah 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 versions of books that will never be offered again. And
Just
then
give me the thumbs up. Just give me the thumbs up.
All right, you sound better.
Wait, is it still really loud? I can still
well,
hear myself from the other room.
It's okay.
Can you close the door or something?
Yeah.
Here, let me do this. Bing. There we go.
Okay. P money for Canadian $2.79. What?
Put it down. It's designed so you don't have to put it right in your mouth. It's
Okay.
found out. Okay, there you go. That's good. You're like,
Okay.
P money.
Okay, well, you got a super chat from P Money for Canadian $2.79. And it says, for the most talented Miller, #pay Eden.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, P Money.
Of course, you agreed that one.
mods put P Money in a timeout. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so which ones should I read?
The ones you find interesting, or the ones that are addressing questions. If people are just having a conversation with each other in there, then
Okay.
not necessary. But we will continue. And yeah, I mean, the point is that we are going to repackage this stuff at a later date. I know that my plan is once I'm done with all 3 of the 48-page stories for Lone Star, the idea is to find another way to get it out to the masses in a cheaper, less high-end version. You know, maybe even going through Alterna. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
and
what I was
letting
thinking.
them do the $1.50 newsprint version. That might be good as well.
Yeah, I think that's the point I was making earlier. That I think if you look at this as the end product, then sustainability might be a concern. If you thought, but and then that, of course, that's also a matter of if there's no comic books companies anymore, that might change altogether anyway. But as long as there's people who are willing to back the product, that's what we're really focusing on, is those customers. But there is, the plan was always to find another route for this stuff in the end.
Yeah.
Different pathways for the product to exist.
Yeah, and then after that, or maybe, yeah, I wouldn't want to do it all at the same time, but I would want to have multiple venues over time. Multiple venues over time. So like you'd get trade paperbacks into bookstores, and then you'd make a version available on Amazon. You know, all these different ways. There's a lot, you don't want to leave any money on the table, but just the fact is that the Kickstarter Indiegogo product is the first printing and what will ultimately be the most limited printing of any of these.
Yeah, and the most collectible.
Yeah, because there is still a collector's market, and collectors don't collect those trade paperbacks. You know, in fact, the only trade paperback I've known to go up tremendously in value was the Hedge Knight. Because that market was different. They didn't want comic books. That market was a book market. So the comics didn't end up being worth all that much, but the books, the trades, especially when it was out of print, those things were going for like $300 on Amazon. And
Right.
of course, when they went back into print, they dropped in value. But
I think that's an interesting point, because we're basically saying that there's a maturity that's supposed to happen to these books anyway, that normally happens to your normal printed material. Like most books, they go into first printing, second printings, and so on, but always the one that's the most desirable is your first printing.
yeah.
So you guys are investing your monies into not necessarily an investment in our company, but in your own ability to turn these products around for your benefit. These are the first editions and the most limited of those first editions. So,
Yeah, you know what's funny is I was talking to George Martin about this, because I had sold a box of 50 of those first print Hedge Knight trades to a retailer at San Diego Comic-Con for 50% off cover price for $10 a pop. So I was like, woohoo, $500. And then they were going for 300 on Amazon. He's like, and he's telling me, he's like, oh, that's nothing. He's all when I first sold Game of Thrones, they were going to remainder out the last 1,200 copies at, I think it was Random House. And so he's like, well, can I just buy them instead? And so he bought them all at cost essentially, and sold them on his website for full price. And he's like, those things are $500 a pop now. So he had it is what it is. That people do want those first printings of everything. So, especially if stuff sticks around and gets popular, and my plan for Blacklist Universe, Lone Star is the first salvo of what I'm planning to be a very long and arduous war of publishing, of creating an entire universe of heroes you can believe in. Mommy's making a lot of noise in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was Micah.
Yeah,
Micah's
I'm reading
making
some other
noise.
comments too.
Yeah, he said King John. Mike is a racist.
I'll let you handle those questions. They're more directed to you.
What was the question, Eden?
Or they're just comments in general, not questions.
Oh, Eden, you're there to read.
Sorry. The IGG experience, Indiegogo, right? The Indiegogo experience has to be unique and genuine, but the long game is to be able to sell what you've made forever, not just on Indiegogo.
That is correct. That is correct. Oh my gosh, you're making all the noise.
Isaac? Micah. It's Micah again. Micah, stop making so much noise.
So annoying.
Comics Exposed says, right now there's nothing evergreen about what you're doing. You need to have an online store that you'll always be selling from, not just a few months on Indiegogo.
Yeah, that's long-term plan stuff, though. I'm not going to open up a store because I've got one comic book I've printed.
Right.
I've got an entire series worth of stuff, or I've got, more than just one series worth of stuff, hopefully, soon. Then that's when I will deal with that. Eden, I will unmute you when Micah is done with all that crap. I can hear him from here.
Part of it, I can understand that the thought process there, though, because I had some of those kinds of thoughts in the beginning myself before I got involved. But the reality, though, is when I first started thinking about this model and how will it work and how can you make it work. But you really are this. I keep saying this because I think it's worth repeating in the context of this conversation that we're not set up like the big companies are, where they have an office for the guys who do the finance, and an office of guys who do marketing and sales, and an office for guys who do pencils and or art direction, and like we're doing all those things by ourselves. So we're at a slower pace than some of those other outlets or products. I think the more we can continue to produce product, though, we'll have the opportunity and the content to eventually fill up those stores that you guys are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, most of us, some of there's still a learning curve for some of us as far as how to just get this stuff published and out the door. So we have that first situation to tackle. And then I think someone mentioned earlier about Brian Polito. He's certainly making it work, and he's been doing it for a while.
Yeah. Years.
Yeah. So it's and I'm not, again, to your point, Mike, we're not reinventing anything here. I remember hearing in these interviews about comic book industry and as a whole anyway, like this wasn't supposed to even be this. Where we are right now is uncharted territory. This was never even supposed to exist this far and this long. You hear guys like John Romita say that they thought this business was going to fail in a year.
And in comics?
Yeah. They were like, they didn't think they were going to continue to make that. They were going to have a job after the first, second, or third, first or second year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it was so new then. So right now we're trying to go into an area that is, if it was all bad comics, then yeah, maybe that's unsustainable. But as long as we can continue to try to put out quality product with the intention of producing a backlog, and then taking that backlog and turning it into a library of product that you can buy and even print on demand if we needed to, you know, that sort of thing. Then all of a sudden it takes on a whole other role, you know.
Yep.
Did they see my game yet?
And they're talking about people who are late, issues with lateness.
Air
Lateness is a challenge,
Here we go.
but again, I'm just saying that I can understand why some of it's going on. If I would rather, and this is the angle we're proposing here, as you guys are investing in the project. I think in some cases there are other outlets. If you want to do a fast, quick comic, then we can put it out on Webtoons, or places like that where it's not going to affect anything. But if you want the premium version of it with the better art, and the best that we can produce, then it might require, or it looks like it would require, this type of thing. Not sure if I'm doing the best job of reinforcing that, but that's kind of how that's what got me. That's what has kept me excited to stay involved in this process. It's like, oh, okay, this is where it could go, and that's what we're exploring right now. So you guys are like, this is the Santa Maria, and you guys are the Queen of England, or Queen of Spain, and we're exploring a new country, a new land. Is that fair? I think that's fair to say.
Let's
Did
see.
I robot out or something?
Read Comics Exposed, last one, Eden.
The most recent one. All of the Indiegogo stuff should be Indiegogo exclusive work with tons of incentives, but you need standard editions that you can sell on your own online stores or on Amazon. You've got to start treating this like your own business.
Comics Exposed, do you seriously think that none of us have thought about any of that?
Yeah.
We can't do everything at once. Like Elliot was pointing out, we are individuals doing everything that Marvel does with dozens, if not hundreds of employees. We are doing by ourselves. So it's going to take time to build the kind of infrastructure to get to the point where we're just, I mean, what do you expect from us? Miracles?
Well, that's why I keep saying I maintain that I'm a free market person. If this is not something that you would want to support, then I totally get it, and then I'm not twisting your arm to hang out. You know, not the way people have said in the past. You're not my customer. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying though is that we got to be realistic about what we're producing. First of all, you guys are right. We need to be realistic about the product we're producing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys have to also be realistic about what the process is to produce this product. And as a user, not a producer, you're the end user. You guys are in part, you know, we try to put on a show for you guys here on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is that there's a lot of work, moving parts, even things like I'm going over my schedule. I still need to make some contacts with some other printers. While I'm doing that, I'm not doing other things. You know what I'm trying to say? So now then I'm supposed to also market this book while I'm working on the book. It's a tangled web.
Mm-hmm.
And not all of us are set up for that. So taking this part of it and kind of exploring this as an idea, concept, is this something you guys would be interested in? If you're not interested in it, trust me, I don't want to work on it if you guys don't want to support it. Trust me. I'll move on to the next project, whatever the next one could be, you know, and we can go on from there. But anyway, here's my Green Lantern. I finished him. It's just like a bustish.
Why don't you bring his other arm in from the corner?
Because it's out here now.
So bend his elbow.
Then I got to bring it here.
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Michael.
Comics Exposed says, Mike, you have a backlog of completed work. All of that should be already available to buy out to Indiegogo. Dude, I am printing 3 graphic novels. It is going to cost me $19,000. Do you have an extra $19,000 laying around that I can borrow so that I can stock a bunch of books in my garage. Dude, you just think that everything can be done, that we have like an inexhaustible supply of money and people to handle our business for us. Dude, it's me. I'm one dude and I'm already maxed out on my time. I don't even have time to play games with my kids. And you want me to freaking double my workload. I'm sorry, but reality is a little more difficult.
Well, to be fair, it's you, and you use a lot of child labor. So
Touche. Yeah, I don't, and don't get it twisted, guys. I mean, it's not about, we're not making excuses here. It is the reality.
Reality.
But the reality, the realities that we face on a regular basis, the things we have to do to get the work done, and you make a great point. You know, there's the money that we're earning, one, to pay ourselves to do the project. There's also the money that it costs to produce the product. If we were to produce that much backstock, that would require another level of funds just to pay for storage, distribution. I mean, this is the reason why there are companies. I mean, you could always, I don't want to be weird about this. You could always go back to Marvel DC if you like that stuff. They have some of those things available. But we also have opportunities and alternatives like, quote, no pun intended, Alterna. And that might be the solution as we move along, but we still need to create the product. I actually, to be honest, I think Mike is the most prolific of all of us, having produced as much as you have produced, Mike. But that's still not in a vacuum. And you are producing that much. I mean, it's taking the rest of the crowd that's doing this. Everyone's working on one book still while you're working on your third book, so, more or less. So I'm just averaging that out. That is part of, huh?
He's not listening. All of the work that you've already completed should be set up to ship automatically.
I don't know how to do that.
You are just not listening, dude.
I think
I don't have magical piles of my books sitting in my garage. It means getting the work compiled. It means getting them paginated, getting them designed, getting them printed, which costs tens of thousands of dollars, then stored and then set up to ship. I mean, at some point, I would just love to get everything to Amazon. I'm going to get the Meg to Amazon, and then people just buy the damn book at Amazon. I don't have to worry about anything. They can fulfill, and they'll take a huge chunk of the money, but I won't have to worry about it.
Right.
But, brother, you please deal with some reality here. Have you ever run a business?
They're trolling, Mike. I think they're trolling.
Well,
you get upset so easily.
Frustrated because you're not listening. It's like, why can't you just do all this magical stuff? It's
well,
like,
I think some of this is that we take it personally because there's so much going on behind the scenes that you guys aren't aware of, and you guys get your dose of what you see on YouTube or Twitter, but beyond that nonsense, there's the actual day-to-day production of the books, trying to figure out what the best cost is. I mean, I hate to tell you that producing anything independent is always more expensive. It's the reason why boutique, you spend more money at boutiques than you do at Walmart. Walmart operates in bulk, but they're a different type of business to operate in bulk. This is why what we're trying to do is bring back the small business. The small business, like the old hardware stores, were always more expensive than Walmart. If we were all Walmart, then Walmart would find another way to make it more difficult again. So anyone says the IgG model is fine, people just can't be extremely late anymore. I think that's fair. There, barring specific circumstances, I was listening to Art was commenting on some of that stuff earlier too. That some of it's just some stuff that, look, if you've been a penciler and inker, it turns out if you've been penciling and inking for a long time, you probably haven't done much selling or advertising or marketing for that. For some of that, or that kind of stuff, for some of us is new. We're still trying to figure out how to do that properly, and also bring in new customers, by the way, because the customers that we have so far don't always get us the amount what we need to produce a large enough order. I mean, I'm looking at 1,000 books. If I can get 1,000 books from, say, like a Print Ninja, that's already like that for me. That was going to cost me like $7,000.
It ain't cheap, man.
Just to get 1,000 books. And I'm already approaching that because that's with Print Ninja. Now I'm trying to find another printer, and of course that's part of the business. But then I don't know. I that's why I think sometimes we take it personal, like, oh my gosh, you don't even know. But you know, hey.
Well, why don't you just do this? It's like, you don't think we think about this stuff all the freaking time?
Yeah, we're always talking about that kind of stuff.
Comics Exposed says, I'm not trolling. Even if you didn't do print on demand, you could print at a cheaper printer, ship to Amazon, and they can fulfill. It would cost less and be more profitable. I'm not attacking you, dude.
I just said I want to do that, though. But I can't do it right now.
Not to mention,
it's just logistics. And sorry I'm getting so upset, dude. It's just, I think about this stuff every day, all day. So
but don't forget, Mike, we can't produce this stuff if we don't get it supported on the front end.
That's right.
And I think that's an important part of this whole conversation. Nobody that I know of, except for a couple of people, have been supported enough where they can afford to just say, okay, I can afford to just stop production and everything else and just get this into that situation. And by the way, those who have done that haven't put it into that situation yet. So just to get it to that point, I almost didn't even get involved in producing Doom Kicker at all if it wasn't for the campaign. I literally couldn't afford to do it. But we put it out. We gave it a shot. We let you guys do it. I knew that there was a possibility that if it didn't do well, I would have to let it tank, or either I not do it, or basically I was prepared to do a lot of work for free. And maybe you guys are right. Maybe it's not sustainable. Then maybe there isn't any more comic books then. So we're trying to fill in the gap if we can. If we can't, then trust me, I'll move on. No problem.
It's sustainable.
Comics Exposed.
Brian Polito has proven that it's sustainable. So
yeah, I know that. I'm just saying.
Go on.
Yeah. Go ahead, and Eden, I'm sorry.
Oh, Comics Exposed says, isn't there anyone or any service that could work this out for you, even for a small fee? Like some kind of broker. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know.
Yeah, and again, that might be something worth looking at down the line when, I mean, I grant you, I made, a lot of money on this book, but I'm still behind the 8 ball. So that's the kind of thing where if I'm bringing in more money, then I will require to continue growing the actual universe itself. And I just have money that I can spend on hiring people to do fulfillment and handle all of this other stuff. That's great. And I hope I do get there at some point. Brokers, marketers, whatever, anybody who can take because dude, you think I want to just be doing all this other stuff? I want to do this. I want to draw and I want to write comics. That's what I want to do, right? I want to create stuff and let God willing, someday let someone else handle everything else. But right now, I'm wearing every hat in this company. So you're going to have to be patient with me until I'm capable of taking over the world. Because that's the plan.
Well, a lot of what he's saying is not off. I mean, that is the goal for all these businesses. But this is my first book. This is still your first year of business.
Yeah.
Like we said, that there'll be opportunities, and because this is a growing area now, unlike the other elements or other areas of this industry, because it is a growing business. I can see other businesses wanting to come in to provide that sort of support as we move along. But I am barely even, I mean, I really can't even afford to hire a colorist yet.
Mhm.
So if you guys don't know, and I'm being candid with you guys, the money that I made on this campaign so far doesn't pay for all the parts. I still have to be a bigger player in all of it than you guys would imagine. So at least in the beginning, that trust me, I don't want to, like you said, Mike, I don't want to do this way. Not forever. I can't even do this way forever. Never mind the business part of it. I can't draw this way forever. So, we'll see. All right, Mike, I added the hand. But now I feel like I need to add the black in the leg.
How don't you feel better? You totally do.
Huh?
You got to bring that other leg in.
This was going to be a lightning round item, no longer.
Lightning round.
Well, I was trying to do a quick thing for the lightning rounds, and then here I am.
Wow.
Here I am. Din, din, din,
Rocking like a
hurricane. Din, 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 din. Anyway.
copyright strike. Striking like a copyright.
I don't think we were singing it that well for a copyright strike. All right. Let me get out my... Oh, they're making fun of me. Poor Elliot. Yeah, that's what I say too. I agree. Poor me. I'm a
No,
loser.
man, we're building the future. We're making our dreams come true. It's just we realize that there's a lot of effort between now and then, and so we're putting in the work, and we are grateful for everyone who supports us as we do so. But it's still gonna take a lot of time, take a lot of work, and we're gonna screw up a lot too. Just keep that in mind.
Dynamo says Mike and Ethan are going to be fine going forward. EVS due to huge following, and Mike because he's fast and memeable.
The ponytail.
Yeah.
It's always the ponytail.
Oh, question from P Money. I was recently checking out your Lullaby comics. Was that your Alias Publishing? Because it says you were the publisher.
Yeah. Alias. That was me. I was listed as executive director or something like that. Brett was publisher. I was just I was in, essentially I had creative control of the company. That it, Ian?
What? Oh, hi, Mike. I've been out of the loop for a bit, so are things between you and EVS okay? Just wondering. That's from Egg Chen 6 Demon Bag.
Yeah.
Oh, just jumped on the stream, so maybe I missed EVS talk if there was some. LOL. No, they weren't talking about EVS. I don't think. No.
It's a non-subject.
Hey, when I started watching EVS, Mike, and others, it got me back into drawing again after a long time of not doing it. I'm pretty thankful for him.
Well, thank you, Michael. We're thankful for you.
Dynamo says Malin's going to keep growing because he's reliable.
Yeah. John's got a good thing going, man. And he's hitting some really strong chords on YouTube too. I mean, he's streaming right now. He's got like 300-400 people watching. So
Elijah just walked by without a shirt on. He's it's illegal.
illegal.
Right now, I want you to make more passive income from your videos. You're leaving a lot of money behind by not doing some simple things, says Comics Exposed.
Simple things such as I'm
Add a
all
million ads. No. Elijah ran out of clean shirts. Just a quick note, give the stream a thumbs up. I mean it's a bad word. What?
that's douche nozzles, Eden.
I know what it says. I don't want to say it.
Say it.
That makes sure they come over and give the thumbs down. It's the least you can do.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's the difference?
You heard it from him. Everybody give the video thumbs down.
Not exactly what I said.
Comics Exposed says, Mike, be honest, are you and EVS trolling all the fans right now with your quote-unquote drama? Is there going to be a big, not the original Ringo moment?
No. Otherwise, we'd probably be playing up some sort of drama. What we're doing is trying not to even mention each other, unless you haven't noticed. Such as not adding more ads to your monetized videos. If your channel is monetized and you have videos that are longer than 10 minutes, you can add extra ads in those videos. I do that at Comics Exposed. I just don't get enough views where that actually brings in a lot of money.
Most of your views are live, right? Or
except on my short videos.
well, yeah.
Yeah. And those are really all in since I started doing the shorter videos. I mean, some of them do get enough hits to bring in a few bucks, but I mean, you have to get tens of thousands of views to make any kind of money at all on those ads.
Hippie Crusher says, keep your Bitcoin until China opens back up to Bitcoin, then dump your Bitcoin. The last drop in the market was due China closing its market currency. The trade war you will win.
I'm not dumping my Bitcoin.
If you went all digital, would that help you expedite?
I would never go all digital, so it's a moot point. But I mean,
your business.
Obviously it would if that was the case. But my digital sales are a tiny fraction of my total sales.
I mean, digital process.
Oh, digital! No, I hate digital printing. I hate print on demand.
No. Working digitally.
Oh.
It's helping me for sure.
Yeah, maybe. But
Young 5 Ever says, Lordy Lord, Elliot, must you crosshatch a black area instead of inking with a brush?
I know. What are you, madman?
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I could do that. Then it'll look too different from the rest of it.
Well, can't you just fill it all in black now?
What?
Look how nice it looks, though. You can have a nice fade out. It'll fade right into the white of the paper.
I could.
It's beautiful, Elliot. Embrace it.
Uh,
Embrace the hatch.
This is therapy for me right now. I'm cooling down from the day. Now I'm just doing
Reagan Lodge. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
Reagan Lodge. Reagan Lodge says, does Eden draw anything? If so, where can I view? I do draw. I'm drawing right now. But I have an Instagram account, but I haven't used it for a while because I didn't have a phone for a while. So, I mean.
But now what kind of phone do you have, Eden?
I have a Note 10 Plus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a neat.
Here's my Instagram.
That's gigantic.
So it's a lot of some older stuff. It's called Eden_Inc. And you'll see the last time I posted was May 28th.
We'll post something right now, Eden.
Right now, I don't have any pictures of my art right now.
Take a
You
picture.
know what, though?
Fine.
Post some pictures of your work while you're working on it.
Okay.
Like a work in progress.
Yeah, hashtag it WIP.
Yeah. I drew a picture of Chowder the other day, so I'll post that.
That's cool.
See? Now say, I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
Eden is making manga. Oh. Critias says, Chowder! Critias, you have the link if you want to come in.
The other day, so lately I've been drawing things that happen at school. So the other day I stood up and I hit my head on the locker, so I drew it. See?
Hmm.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah. So you want me to
Yeah?
blow it up so everyone can see it?
Oh, okay. So first I couldn't figure out how to use my locker use the lock
Lock.
because I've never had a locker before. So someone helped me out, and then I hit my head. And then the one I'm working on right now it happened on Thursday. My friend was like, "Hey, are you ready for the quiz?" And I was like, "Quiz?" So yeah.
I like my son. What quiz?
Yeah. It happened in 2 classes.
Oh, Lord.
But in one of the quizzes, I got 100%. In the other one, I got 1 problem wrong. So.
Wow. It's powerful. All this rationalization. Michael,
Yes, sir.
I might not make it past those next few strokes. I'm getting stroked out.
Are you all right? It's
That
therapy.
does look nice.
What happened to it's therapy? Therapy stressing you out?
Yeah, it's like torture therapy. I think it's more therapy for you to tell me to do it. Yeah, you hear that?
I fill the black gutters on my page with cross hatching.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah,
That'd be so crazy.
Well, you know, to be honest, though, the only way to get better at this is by doing stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Black this.
you know, was it 10,000 hours? I'm over here. I'm on 10,000 strokes right now.
Which stroke gives you the stroke, though?
Damn. Thanks, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Which arm of me are you?
I'm here for you, brother.
So last night,
Yeah.
what do you call it? Last night, Brian and I did paranormals, and we read an article about the craze that's going on with Popeye's chicken. Have you heard about this?
No.
So Popeye's chicken put out a chicken sandwich that apparently is so great that it's what do you call it? It's out of stock. Like they can't make enough.
Huh.
So I went to Popeye's chicken today, and they even made advertising letting people know it'll be back later. It's like for another 3 months. They're gonna relaunch this thing in 3 months.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I can't believe it. How good is this chicken sandwich? So now I'm gonna do a series. I'm gonna go to every Popeyes I can find.
Uh-huh.
Wherever I go. And I'm gonna see they have the
You're
chicken.
gonna get this sandwich, aren't you?
Huh?
You're gonna get this sandwich.
I want this chicken sandwich. I gotta know. The
You
advertising is incredible.
You've fallen.
Rezo8 says, "Isn't that fake chicken?"
I don't know. It tasted good to me.
Oh, so you did eat it.
No, the regular chicken's good.
Oh,
You can't get that chicken sandwich right now, but someone must have it. Someone. Or I'm going to start scouring these videos and figure out who's done taste tests just to find out.
don't make any sense.
Huh?
I mean, why wouldn't they just make more?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's so curious. Maybe it's a big marketing ploy.
I think it is. I think you're falling for it.
I am falling for it. It's incredible.
You're a sucker. Sucker's born every minute. This one's named Elliot.
I'm a sucker for chicken sandwiches.
You're a chicken sucker.
I like me the pollo.
Your pollo is loco.
Pollo tropical. Hey. All right, Hal. You better do something about this.
Oh, you know what would look really cool?
Oh, don't say it.
It's if you cross-hatch the background so that his fist was glowing, but there was like a gray haze all behind it.
You talking about hatching the whole background? Dude, don't even. I'm
Like
not
I did
falling
the,
for that.
sky, the Chicago sky in my drawing, in my Monster Hunt.
Oh, man.
What's up, Chattanooga Ed? Sean Driscoll says, Eden, you really suck at this job.
What? I can't find his name. Oh, here. The haters are saying that Marvel could publish hundreds of comics a year, while comics haters can only produce 1 or 2 a year. Michael Richter, we do not use bad words on this, so I'm going to hide your comment.
Good girl.
Sorry.
Do not despoil the eyes of my child. Thank you very much.
What was the point, though? Was there a point there?
That Marvel is a machine and an entire industry unto itself that hires
But
hundreds of people.
are the comics it's
therefore they
putting
can
out
of comics?
good?
That's the question, isn't it, Eden? Thank you very much.
Well, quality aside, I mean, somebody might like them, you know. But to Mike's point, is that it's the same as like comparing a place that makes their own sandwiches fresh versus getting them frozen from some other. Like I was going to, so I go to lots of Dunkin' Donuts, and I noticed that Dunkin', their coffee's terrible sometimes, or sometimes it's good, but all the flavoring's garbage because there's no real. It's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like overproduced stuff, hyper produced. It's like the flavorings are just sugary. There's nothing really good about it. Now you go to these better coffee shops, and you get a nice coffee. It could be really delicious and worth the money and the time. The more artisan, you know. That's how I feel about this stuff. This is like the artisan approach. Or you can go to the overproduced manufactured ones, which is fine, and you get what you want, and that's fine. But then everybody gets mad when they change it. So, and they're gonna have to change it. That's for sure. They're crazy over there at those crazy big two. Do you think that DC's gonna fall apart, Mike?
I don't know. You know what? If Marvel falls apart, if Marvel crumbles, the entire industry crumbles. So it wouldn't really matter if DC fell apart because there would be no industry left. If DC fell apart first, yeah, same thing. You know, Marvel and DC are they're the payday for the entire comic book.
Gigi, come here.
Without them, probably, I don't know, 70-80% of the comic book stores would shut down.
But will they?
They'd have
AT&T let them fall?
Do I think what?
AT&T let it fall.
Here, Gigi.
The comic book industry?
The DC Comics.
Oh,
Well, there's antitrust issues anyway, right?
I don't know.
And that's AT&T's problem now too.
I don't know, laddie.
Oh, I would think so. If
Eden, are you putting Gigi on the camera? This is the first time
Yeah.
anyone has seen Gigi.
Say hi,
Wow.
Gigi.
There she is, everyone. The second cat.
Yeah.
Don't let her sit on my computer. The other cat. T-Money says, new cat, new cat. Norrin Red.
The new pages for Monster Hunt. Monster Hunt. Is it Monster Hunt or he said Monster Hunter.
Whatever.
Monster Hunter. Look great. I backed the Elliot Fernandez cover. I also backed Doom Kicker with the Mike Miller cover. Can't wait for them.
yeah.
Thumbs up, he says.
Thank you very much. Very much.
Captain Hilt says, I think AT&T will limp DC along to market the IP for movies and TV.
Here's the thing. I don't think that's marketing at all. I don't think the publishing end of DC affects anything marketing wise for any of their other multimedia stuff.
But wasn't that part of your point though? Didn't you say that you thought that it was advertisement for them?
No. I said it's a R&D write-off. R&D is not the same as advertising. I don't think what, maybe 50, 100,000 people that buy comic books. It's not that many people, compared to how many people watch the movies. So,
Bow ties are cool says, good night, everyone. This was fun. See y'all later. Good night. Bow ties are cool.
Don't forget your fish sticks and Eden.
What? Oh, fish sticks and custard, yeah.
She said what?
Sean Driscoll says, so Eden's name is just Eden. She needs an artist name. What does that mean?
One name. She's like Madonna.
Eden.
You can be Eden Monger. That's just weird.
No, that's weird.
It's weird.
Waiting patiently for my copy of Lone Star and Six Gun, says Timothy Best.
Well, hopefully it won't be too much longer. We are moving ahead with getting those put together. I having to keep repeating this, but I'm taking it away from Bill. Even though he's having his health issues, it's just taking too long for him to even respond to me. So taking away from Bill, having them done by someone else, and then we will be at print hopefully next week.
Question for both. Has the crowdfunding experience been an enjoyable experience overall?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Sure.
It's all right.
Oh, brother. Elliot. Okay, what are you comparing this to? Freaking hustling your butt off at conventions? Because that's what I'm comparing it to, and it is so much better sitting at home, getting on the internet and talking to people than it is lugging hundreds of pounds of crap around the country and hoping that I have a good con, missing my family. It's been a far superior experience to my last 6 years.
You know what it is I haven't had it's not finished yet. So when I'm done, I'll feel much better. Right now,
never finished, Elliot.
because it's the freelancer problem. Freelancing is very challenging. There's not, I do kind of. I was talking to my dad today. He's retired. He was telling me how he misses working at the hospital. He really enjoyed taking care of people and stuff like that. I asked him, would you consider being a volunteer? He said he would never be a volunteer because volunteers don't get any respect. They usually criticize and they're blamed for stuff. And he's like, and disrespect. He said, I wouldn't do it. I kind of, that's kind of how I feel about like as being a freelancer. I don't, well, or vice versa. I wish that I still had a regular paycheck or something that I didn't have to freak out every, 30 days trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for everything. But you're right, Mike. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to just being able to work from home, and obviously, yeah. It's fun, certainly fun, but there's always that. Hey, hon, did you sell any art?
Yeah, well, for me, I've been a freelancer for 27 years, so the only time I've had a regular paycheck was when I worked in video games for about a year, and I opted. It's a funny thing. After that job, I sent out my samples set to a bunch of video game companies to try to get another video game job, and then I got one, and at Human Code in Austin, and the alarm went off Monday morning for me to go to work, and I just opened my eyes and I went. So I picked up the phone and I called him and I told him I wasn't coming in.
Yeah.
Because I'd just rather be a freelancer. I don't want to be told I have to be in an office from this time to this time. And I'd rather be the free part of being a freelancer is the greatest thing on earth. And I'll take all the worries about paying the rent and not having a regular paycheck in lieu of having my autonomy. But that's
Eden's the ultimate artist. Eden, question for you. Is it nice having your pops home doing YouTube and crowdfunding versus him doing cons all over? Not really.
Cat in the cradle, baby. Cat in the cradle's too late.
Well, I liked going places like Arizona or LA. It seems like he spends more time on live streams than he did away for cons. Yeah. So.
And my name,
Mike, did you?
is Doctor.
What?
How do you respond to that, Michael?
I hated traveling. Aiden likes traveling, and I've been I haven't been on live streams quite as much as I was before. And I'm not, and yeah, when I'm on full promotion mode, I'm on as much as humanly possible. But at least I'm here.
That's true.
And interruptible, as everyone has always seen every single day, all day long. If I'm on a live stream, it doesn't seem to matter to anybody. They just pop right in and I need this, that, and the other.
I always tell my kids, at least you eating, right? You eating.
Yeah. Mike, did you ever run retargeting ads for your campaigns on Facebook or on YouTube?
Yes.
Yes. Mike, what did you do in the video game industry?
I was the first concept artist for the Deus Ex video game at Ion Storm.
That's what Paloma wants to do, concept art.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was all right. I got laid off, and my buddy who I got the job there took my job,
Awesome.
and it was right after The Matrix came out. So all of the stuff that I did, he and Warren Spector, the creator, were like, let's make it all look like The Matrix. So that's why it all looks like The Matrix.
Is that why he has glasses on?
In a trench coat. Yep.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that.
J.C. Denton.
Sean Driscoll asks, if 1,000 artists did Kickstarters or Indiegogos to fund their comics, would comics become stale?
I think comics will become stale if only 3 of them do it.
Yeah, I think it's just depends on the comic. Depends on the comic.
All this traveling costs money, Eden. I'm happy your dad is making a living at what he loves to do. Yeah, I guess I can go travel when I'm done with high school. Alone.
Oh, you cannot.
Yeah. Is Eden not?
Are you gonna backpack in Europe, Eden?
No.
Yeah. No.
No. She probably wants.
Well, I'm gonna move. I want to live somewhere else.
What?
Just try.
This is the most epic stream on Mike's channel.
Daniel C. asks, is Eden not in Mike's house? She has a lamp. I am in the kitchen or the dining room. Gigi is sitting on top of a box right now.
Oh no.
There is a ceiling light thing, and there is also a lamp behind me. Eden, you're such a rebel, but we love you. Thank you. Curious today says,
So I keep telling her to start her own YouTube channel, but she won't.
I don't know what I do. It's pretty awkward by myself.
Anime stuff. I thought you just talked to the chat.
Curious 2A says to you, that's why I like you. All the buttheads show up and make you angry.
I'm so angry.
Jawa Express says, depends on the quality. There's a lot of new comics that Comicsgate is promoting that aren't even making $10,000.
Well, depends on the quality.
Yep.
Yeah, so if people like it, they're going to pay for it. But,
right.
Yeah.
And if it's quality, it'll catch the eyes of the guys who, think it's worth promoting. I'm not going to promote something I don't think is worth promoting.
Yeah. Mike, out of Cali and you're wait, hold on. What does this say? Mike, out of Cali and your profit margins skyrocket. Eden can move too. I think it means move out of Cali.
Yeah, I know.
Not Mike out of Cali. Eden, move out of California ASAP. Enjoy freedom. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe Hawaii or Japan.
Really? Hawaii?
Maybe just for a little bit.
Because she's been there.
Yeah. I heard Cali's taxes are insanely high.
Isn't it expensive in Hawaii too?
It is expensive in Hawaii. But just like, things you need to live.
Oh yeah, okay. Other than that, we're good.
Yeah.
None your business says, can't sell me tuna flavored Kool-Aid. F Kickstarter. Hawaii is great. Oh,
I'm not sure.
Joseph Kinlaw says, you guys have Kickstarter? If not, how do you feel about Kickstarter?
I have not done a Kickstarter. My son has, and he was successful for his board game. I'm thinking about doing one for the Meg right before I go, or like while it's at the printer, so I can try to sweep up any sales from people who hate Indiegogo. It's weird. This civil war between Indiegogo and Kickstarter is just bizarre. Who was I talking to? They said they were talking to Aaron Lepresti. He was saying that he talked to people, about Indiegogo, and they're like, "I won't support anything that's on Indiegogo," and it's like, what?
Well, what are their reasons for not liking Indiegogo?
Because I think it's all run by Comicsgate.
Oh. Raythelu says, tuna flavored Kool-Aid. Bet that'd sell well in Japan.
Ew.
No. Mike, anywhere is better than California.
Not really. Oregon's not. Seattle's not.
Portland is so pretty though.
What about Venezuela?
Pack my bags.
Yeah, ready to go. Kickstarter has a crazed gatekeeper from DC.
A what?
A crazed gatekeeper from DC.
Really?
Kickstarter is big for tabletop games, not sure on comics. Yeah, it wasn't like Exploding Kittens on Kickstarter.
Yeah. Yeah, what'd they do? 4 million?
A lot. I don't know. P Money says Kickstarter, Indiegogo Civil War. First I've heard about that.
Really? Where have you been, man?
Well, it's probably true. I would think that most people don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I think enough do that I'm probably leaving money on the table, not having, using both.
I think that's true.
I mean, think about it. Even if you could get an extra 10% on your thing, that ain't chump change.
Now you got me thinking about the hair, Mike. God.
What are you gonna do with that hair there?
Don't say it.
What don't you want me to say, Elliot?
I'm doing
Captain
it.
Hiltz says,
Yeah, do that hair.
Eden, I grew up
Crosshatch
in
that.
Portland. It's pretty much.
Oh yeah. Crosshatch.
I have a friend who lives in Portland. He works for Adidas or Adidas.
My Adidas. Oh, really? I have a my wife has a friend that is one of the lead designers over there. Oh no, that's Nike. That's Nike.
That's in Portland also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He always tells me, if you ever want a job, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back to that. I did licensed sports stuff for years. I hate sports. But whatever.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
Not gonna lie though, I really do love LA.
You do?
Yeah.
LA.
I fell in love with that city.
Ugh. Yeah, Nike is in Beaverton. Yep, it was real close. I used to live in Bethany, real close to Beaverton, just north of Beaverton.
Good night, P Money.
Good night,
Latest.
honey.
P Money
Enjoy
says
your
bye.
Oh, smash. Smash face.
Mm.
Page 22, Elliot.
Hey, I think Doug finished his last page today.
I saw something about that. But it dawned on me today that if I were working on Lone Star instead of having decided to do Monster Hunt, I would have already been printing.
Uh-oh.
Or at least I would have, been waiting for my colors to be finished. Oh my goodness! A wayward Matty Ice has appeared.
What?
What?
Finally been granted access.
How long have you been there?
About 40 minutes.
Are you kidding me? Why didn't you say something in the chat?
Oh, I didn't really think about that. I just woke up.
Which is it? You just woke up with 40 minutes in the chat. I don't get it.
Well, I just I didn't. If you didn't see me in here, I wasn't sure if you'd see me in the chat. I don't know how this worked. I didn't know how visible I was. So I just been following along with y'all's scratching, and I've just been hatching on my own little thing over here. I've been
Scratch and hatching.
timing myself with Elliot's scratching over there.
Margaret Thatching.
Is it like a metronome?
Yeah, it is. I've been going to town.
I know that's the most impressive part of the whole experience is the metronome.
Yeah, no, I just woke up. I saw a message like saying, Edwin's looking for you.
Yeah, you weren't in the auction, yo.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I was completely out.
Kids back in school.
Yeah, well, it's that, and I've been trying to develop this this thing where I just stay up all night instead of just and take the kids to school at 6 and 7 and stuff, and come back and either nap. But this daytime napping thing, it's like 4 hours here, 2 hours here, trying to get it. But
yeah, that doesn't sound wise, Matthew.
no, it's less than effective, as they say. But yeah. What else did I miss? Did everybody sell good stuff tonight?
I sold one piece.
Did you sell that Wolverine? I saw in the chat. Did you put up that Wolverine again for sale?
No. The room was spent, so I only ended up selling the She-Hulk piece.
Ooh. Yeah, honestly, I think that would probably been one of the only things I would have put up too.
What are you drawing? Is that Han Solo and Chewbacca?
It is, but there are three-toed sloths. If you
Did you just curse at me?
It's a special commission. I got to put Han Solo's hair on this guy, but there's Chewbacca as a three-toed sloth. I don't know if he's coming through.
Were you making that face because of the three-toed sloth?
Yeah.
Kind of wacky.
Yeah.
He's got his excellent little crossbow there. I like how his little hand is gripping his crossbow right there. But yeah, going to town. I was looking at your little school time. Like, can you see his face? So I got to put Han Solo's hairdo on him. But yeah, Chewbacca three-toed sloth is amazing.
That's so cool.
And then he's got his little pants, his droid collar, everything. So I'm just gonna hatch a bunch of hair tonight.
Droid.
I've been hatching all night.
When did you start that?
Hatching.
At the tail end of the auction.
I jumped in whenever you were working on that leg, and I was like, that leg is eternal.
Oh, but you know
I
what?
didn't think you were ever gonna get through that, but you did.
It does look good though.
It does. It really looks freaking excellent. That's a stout leg.
Hatching is the poor man's version of stippling.
Ooh, you should try that next.
Oh no.
I don't even
did
sure I know
that.
what that is. Stippling? Is that like the dots?
Yep.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I did a downtown San Jose scene, all stippled, with a point.
Oh, Bachan showed me that.
Oh, does she have it?
Yeah, she has it.
The original?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
I was wondering where that
I
was.
took a picture of it.
Oh, did you? Is it on your
I
phone?
don't know if No, it might be on my Google account, but let me
Yeah, I
check.
did it with a .13 Kohinoor, the whole thing.
0.13.
Yeah.
Did you shoot yourself when you were finished? Because
No, you're talking to the guy that did that Naruto versus the Akatsuki.
Oh, crap. Was that with the 47 Narutos or
128.
Gosh.
And the Akatsuki. Plus the Akatsuki.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket says blue-haired former DC Comics assistant editor Camilla Zhang is Kickstarter's comic outreach lead. She helps determine which comics get promoted or not on Kickstarter. Also, can you bring me the charger for your computer because it's about to die?
Wow, he super chatted that?
No, not a super chat. Just
Nobody's super chatting.
Hey, but isn't there
no.
is that something
Makes me
different than the approval process? Because doesn't Kickstarter have an approval process as well? Just to even get considered to be listed on Kickstarter?
Yeah, something like that.
My pen's running out.
Do you see a picture of Elijah wearing a purse?
What?
Oh, hey, look at these pictures. Here, you guys should see them.
Trying to embarrass you, brother.
that's a sister.
Oh my goodness, that is high glam right there. Good arch in the back.
Does he have nail polish on? Because that's
Oh.
when that shines.
Hey, Eden, is that your name?
That is her name, but she's not paying attention.
What you talking about with us?
How far apart are your children? I just want to know if your children ever stop trying to claw each other's faces off and get along.
Eden's in there. Isaac's in here. Yo.
Did you mean age?
Yeah, age-wise.
Oh, so Elijah is 18 right now. I'm 16, so I'm almost 2 years younger than him. Then Isaac is
It's like a year and a half.
about to turn 13. So he's about 4 years younger than me because I'm almost 17. And then Micah's almost 2 years younger than Isaac. He's 11 right now.
A year and a half. Almost exact. I mean, like
a year and a half. And then Jojo is about a year younger than Micah. He's about to turn 10.
Goodness.
Micah, Isaac, and Jojo were born all within the span of 3 years.
Wow. Yeah, because we had that. It's kind of similar. We had a girl. Our first was a girl, and our second was a boy, and they're about 20 months apart, and it's really close. I didn't think it was that close at first, but they're right there with each other now, and they're just, oh man, they're out to murder one another. They're plotting against each other at all times. So I'm just like,
because it's a girl and a boy. If they were both boys, they'd be best friends.
I'm hoping that they'll iron that out.
Nah, it'll never change.
Dang it.
Tell him, Eden.
No, he's been the same.
No. Yeah. And man, so it's funny, like the girl is currently 6, about to be 7 in a couple months, and my boy's turning 5, so it's about 20 months.
So literally, this is the nicest they're ever going to be to each other.
Crap. It's heinous, man. The brutality that takes place, and my little girl, there
will be blood, Matthew.
I drink your milkshake, and they do all the time. I drink it up. It's just like my little girl. She went to school first, obviously, and all these other kids are teaching her all manner of malicious things too. So she's coming home spouting all kinds of hateful dialogue and that she's learning from other kids at school, and I'm just like, ugh.
Public school?
That sounds like JoJo learns things from Isaac and Micah, and then he says these like horrible things, and you're like, where the heck did he learn that? Like earlier, was it Gigi's butthole was on camera?
What?
Gigi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take the cat away from my computer.
She's eclipsing you.
Disgusting.
The other day, Micah was trying to teach JoJo see Kyle.
Ugh.
I was like, oh my gosh. What if he does that at school?
Oh yeah, they're
gonna call CPS again.
Uh-oh. Sweet mercy. CPS again.
Remember that guy that got gosh, did he get arrested, or what happened when he was trying to teach his dog that? When he taught his dog to do that.
Is that what you're talking? Is that what it's called?
No. He taught his dog to do the see Kyle.
Is that see Kyle? Is that what it's called when you're hailing Hitler? Is that what we're talking about?
Salute. And so like he taught his dog whenever he said see Kyle, the dog would do this.
Oh, no, I never even heard that term before. Oh, got you. That's freaking and that guy got in trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's doing a hard time now. Wait a minute, but what country was he in?
England.
Daddy.
Oh.
There's another guy. He taught his dog to attack TikTokers.
Attack TikTokers? What does that even mean?
You know people who do TikTok?
How could you train someone to do doesn't make any sense.
Hi, Gigi.
Got arrested for it.
Hi, Gigi.
All right, I'm back. Hey,
Oh.
Hey, Elliot, you missed the whole see Kyle conversation.
who?
Yeah, see Kyle. See
How'd
Kyle
that
run.
mail today?
That old man did not go bomb. Yeah, I got mine too. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm excited. My card's in, and your card's in there too.
Yeah, the Matt. Well done.
Excited.
hold on. I need to.
Hey, you know what this needs now?
Peanut butter.
Mm-mm. Oh, some gray brushwork.
Some gray washing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out the Mont Blanc. This thing is so fancy. It has a little ribbon,
Oh, what just happened?
and you pull the box out like that. Oh,
What?
My mother has a Mont Blanc.
earlier in the chat, Ray Thulu said
That cat
Ellie
is
loves this.
sinister.
Rest in peace.
Rest in.
That's so true.
Said what?
Gigi, go away.
When we were talking about our experiences and whether we like this or not, he said Elliot loves this. Rest in peace, his fingernails. Touche. Right through. Touche. All right. I need my brush. I need that brush, huh?
Le broche.
How do you say a brush? You know what's? I'm so sad. This Raphael brush was so good for a long time, and then it just died. I don't know what happened to it.
No, I haven't. That's what happens. They just die.
Like it just starts to split.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get rid of it because it can be good for other effects.
Yeah, so I started the first time I ever used that paintbrush, and it split like on stream when I was with y'all that night, that fateful night. I tried my very first brush, and it died like the first night.
I'm sorry.
It's because you were beating the crap out of it. Why?
Yeah, I don't know how to use a brush.
Jimmy Cricket asks, Jerkmonger Elliot Fernandez, which ink is best for use in brush pens that won't clog them up?
None.
No, the one I use that's really good for brush pens is carbon ink from
It's
Platinum.
not going to be pigmented. That's the thing.
This conversation again.
What?
The carbon ink conversation again.
No, carbon ink is the one from Platinum is as black as you can get without that I can tell. I did a whole sheet. I have a whole sheet over here somewhere. I have like a chart of all my inks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the one that gets the blackest, but won't clog up that's the trade-off.
We all have ears.
The hell was that?
Sorry, it was my phone.
Is Eden watching someone else?
She's not even reading the chat.
She's reading the comments that involve her.
She's supposed to be here reading the chat for us so we can draw.
Ray
Fine.
Fuller says Bob Ross always beats the devil out of his brushes.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, I am.
But Bob Ross is not trying to do fine line work.
Okay, bye-bye. Love you.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. Curious says brushes suck.
No, they don't.
No, they're good if you treat them well.
So whatever my next project is, I'm gonna go brush. But I'm not gonna have to buy a bunch of new brushes first. Eden, what are you doing?
Oh, do you really have yours, LS?
Oh, it's not too loud.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. All I hear is your computer talking. How dare you?
It was The Office.
Oh, in that case.
Hold on. I feel sneeze coming on.
Thanks for letting us know.
No, it's not working.
He fought it back.
I hate that.
Well, you said it twice.
False alarm.
Wow.
Jiminy Cricket says, ooh, Eden's got a boyfriend. I was watching a video of The Office. Dwight is not my boyfriend, okay?
Yes, I am better than you.
No, Eden would want Jim Halpert.
Are we talking about Mr.
Yeah.
Fantastic?
Whatever. Did they seriously cast him?
No, I don't know.
Who's that?
Jim Halpert from The Office.
The pictures have been going around though quite a bit.
Who's that?
What's his real name, Eden?
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
Who's that?
Mike Wazowski.
It's Jim Halpert.
Who's
Huh.
that?
The tall boyfriend from The Office.
I get the feeling
Jack Ryan also.
Jack Ryan.
Oh, Jack Ryan. He could be good.
he'd be good Lone Star.
Oh Lord.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. You think so? Isn't
Yeah.
Lone Star blonde?
Yeah. So no, he's not. He's dirty. He's dirty blonde.
Same difference.
No, it's not. It's light brown hair, man. Light brown.
Get that at me, right?
So, apparently,
Gosh.
it's up for
You done?
Halloween here.
Stop it.
I wish I'd known.
Wait, this scene kind of has something to do with what you were talking about before.
Stop that.
Jack Ryan?
Stop that.
Lone Star?
No, when the sea cow.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
no.
You guys shouldn't do stuff like that.
Get demonetized.
Mhm.
They're making fun of me and Dwight. He'd be better as Mr. Fantastic than Rob Pattinson as Batman.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I'm certainly curious about that Batman choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be good. I suspect that I won't. I suspect I won't appreciate it, but I'm curious.
I
You just laugh at me.
I just don't think he's good enough of an actor.
Have you seen him in anything besides Twilight?
Yeah. So in that elephant movie, I can't remember the name of it.
Dumbo?
Elephants to Water or something like that.
Well, yeah, something like that.
I liked that one.
Yeah, but he was terrible. The dude has the charisma of a stack of wood.
It was
Gigi, go away. Stop. She's like stretching
oh yeah, Reese Witherspoon was in
badly.
that too.
Curious too. It says Elliot. No, I'm curious. I get it.
Creepy Twilight moms will go in droves.
They will.
My mom.
That's why.
That's kind of true. That's like the whole point, though, right?
I think so.
Go
Get
away,
a new
Gigi.
audience to watch Batman. They're probably thinking we'll already get the Batman audience.
Hey, yeah, but did you know that
So we'll get the Twilight too.
Patterson is older than Christian Bale when he started as Batman?
Okay.
Christian Bale was a young lad whenever he started. But
What?
Now he's an old man.
I don't believe you.
yeah, it's true by like quite a few years actually.
Oh Lord! Now you're starting to use facts. I don't like that.
I don't like it.
I don't like facts, Weldon.
Yes, my wife was a Twilight mom.
She's read all the books like more than once.
We have two
I'm
copies
pretty
of
sure.
the first book. Don't ask me why.
Said more than once.
I'm just reading Salem's Lot for the first time.
Never read it.
I like it so far. As much as I love books, I don't read enough of them. I love storytelling. I love stories read to me when I was a kid.
I love audiobooks, and I still don't have time to listen to those.
I love pop-up books. And I don't have time for those.
You're right.
No, for real, I had my first audiobook experience. It was magnificent.
What was the book?
Man, it was give me a second. I can describe to you the plot, but I can't really remember the name as it was just a few weeks ago.
Generally, the names are the easy part.
It was about this North Korean kid, this young woman who grew up there. Her parents grew up there, and she wandered out. Her brother took off to China across the border, and she later went, and it was getting too violent over there, so she escaped North Korea, and she was living in China, who was also a communist country, but it was a lot more lenient, and it was just about her life getting out of North Korea and ending up in China with no ID and trying to hide out there for as long as she did, and trying to get to South Korea, where she heard it was just a wonderland of just her people that were given asylum to, and it was just it was a rough for her. Pretty good action-packed book. She kept your interest to see what happened to her.
And you don't know the name of it.
Are you super interested? It's really interesting. But I'll have to get back to you on that.
I tell you what was a good listening experience for me was Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology. That he reads it himself. It was great. I like Neil Gaiman. He's a weird guy, but I like him.
He's a really good writer.
Yeah.
The best is like lately I've been so busy. I discovered that there's the Bible there's an audio version of the King James Bible, so I've just been listening to the audio version, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
Like, I'm getting,
that almost heard it. Is it on the Bible app?
there's an app. Yeah, it's I mean, there's tons of apps I just didn't even know
It's the
about.
one with the little brown leather book.
The YouVersion Bible app.
Look at it, but man, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's something about reading it, and I don't want to get super lazy, but I'm just laying there sometimes and just listening to it. I'm getting so much from it.
Yeah.
And just a disclaimer of like, I hope this is not gonna be held against me in the judgment. You know what I'm saying? You lazy, you slothful servant.
Why?
Dude, what are you
No,
talking?
I don't know.
That was communicated for hundreds of years.
That's
But
right.
it's just silly concern, you know. But yeah, I
Because
love
he's
it.
Mormon, Elliot.
Oh,
No such thing as Mormons.
I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to.
Now Mormon. now Matt says Mormons are make believe, like leprechauns.
There's no such thing.
Well, hey, man. No judgment from me.
I
I'm just
do
saying.
believe in Mormons. I do believe in Mormons.
Green
No.
eggs and kimchi. That was the title, Maddie Ice. What?
Green
Oh,
eggs.
you talking about the book title?
Uh,
That's what.
oh, I guess so.
That didn't sound
Green
right.
eggs.
But I'm not saying you're wrong. Like me wife, she's the one that got the book, and
Did you just say me wife?
yeah,
Alright.
me wifey. But yeah, hey, you know that might be it. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna dispute.
Man, I want you to know I talk about you all the time to my friends, and I always say this guy. He's the coolest guy. He's an incredible artist. He can't draw faces.
Cool
but
as ice. Wait, can't draw faces?
I'm just kidding. No, but I say he's so good and he's so humble, and I appreciate him so much. I always talk about you like that.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's been like tons of fun. I just don't want the party to end. I have a great deal of fun with you guys.
Why is it ending?
It ain't ending, boy.
No,
You're stuck with me for life.
man, Elliot. Yeah, no, that's why I'm trying to steal from you guys as much as possible before our time is over. You know.
What are you saying? I'm scared. Man, I'm scared.
Dynamo says.
No, I'm not prophesying like the end of our interactions together. I'm just saying, you know, could go on forever.
I suspect something.
Matt's a little paranoid.
Yeah,
I'm
that
feeling
might
something going on.
Matt's a little paranoid. No, Matt, I do apologize for not getting that thing we were talking about together quickly enough. I've just
do not apologize. So much has happened over, like when I thought I was going to be doing Blood in the Jungle right away, but I mean, and that'll happen. But you know, things happen, and where things are put on hold. It's not a big deal, man. It's not like, you know, things aren't going to move forward. You know, eventually, we only know how to move forward. You know, you guys and I'm not worried about it. You know, things come up.
all right.
And
Yeah.
to hear your story about the guy who's health problems and putting the delay on your book, that's a sorry situation to be in. Poor guy, you know, and you know the situation that you're put in, having to you know, move forward on that. You know, it's just things come up.
It's life, bro. It's life.
What can you do?
I just I hope he gets better because I want to keep working with him on other stuff because he's a great letterer, he's a great designer, he's a great guy, and yeah.
Wait, so I was hanging out, lurking in the green room for quite a while, and I heard you talk about it, but it sounded like he maybe got back to you eventually because you weren't getting a response for a long time. But did he finally get back to you at least, or no?
He got back to me and he's like, oh man, you know, I still want to do this and blah blah blah, but I've been, you know, back in the hospital again and then that was like 2.5 weeks ago. And that was the last time he talked to me, and I'm like, dude, I can't keep going week after week after week without this not going to the printer. So I just don't have an option, man. I need to just pull it.
I'm sure he.
I just hope he's okay because I haven't heard. There's no update on Facebook. There's no response via email.
Hopefully he hasn't expired yet.
I know. That's kind of what I'm worried about, Matt.
Man, that sucks. Oh well, it's. I mean,
look at, Hudnall.
oh,
That's what took him. Same thing.
gosh. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should go check his wife's account and see if she's updated anything.
Yeah, who was that colorist that was coloring on his hospital bed before he died just a couple months ago?
What?
Oh yeah.
Like that famous Marvel colorist, I believe.
I forgot his name. Jason something or.
Ugh. I'm so
Let's-
sorry.
I'm sure someone in the chat will say it.
Yeah. That's like my thing is not really remembering any names.
You can't even remember the books you read.
It would be on your freaking
I
tombstone.
am genuinely dismayed that I've like causing this much turmoil and uncertainty in the chat. So forgive me.
That's tombstone is going to be Matt.
Matt the Oblivious. Matty O. Just call me Matty O. Oh.
Kevin Heltz asks, did the EVS auction bother you a bit? Seemed like a bit of a dig. Well, I think the thing is,
There was another auction tonight?
no, it was last week. The what he titled the Comics Gate auction. I don't know. It bothered me a little bit, but not much because I knew that Ethan's got things to sell too, and he's not going to be coming on my auction, so he wants to sell stuff on his own channel. I have no claim to the concept of auctions, so.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make up the idea. I don't even remember how it started. I think I just like randomly decided to auction something off one night, and then we just kind of went crazy.
Yeah. It was pretty random, but it was pretty genius.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
Yeah, Mike, like you're the best idea guy. Like you have wandered, you've stumbled into numerous different really excellent opportunities. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of stuff that you come up with, you're always considering new and eventful ways to, explore fun activities and do a living. I'm surprised at how much stuff you come up with. Yeah.
My wife came up with a good one tonight. I don't know if I should say it.
Like if it was just one or two things, but you keep coming up with all different kinds of cool ideas.
Don't say it, Mike. Don't say it.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it. Huh?
Oh, do you know Elliot?
No, but if anything, if he
I'll tell
says
you.
it, then
I'll tell
someone
you.
else will take it and use it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You gotta be aware.
But yeah.
So
Yeah,
coming soon? Is that what you're saying, Mike? Or
maybe I have to talk to somebody. A friend of mine is a. Never mind.
Don't say it.
Okay,
Mike.
okay. Well, you guys heard it here. Be on the lookout.
That's right.
There's something hot pending.
Mike is
Wait,
a
what are you
good idea
talking?
guy. He named my show with Brian Shearer, Paranormals.
Oh, that's right. That's another one that I was thinking of. I'm like, gosh, dang, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you crafty.
Mike is the bomb diggity.
That's another one that I thought of that I'm just like, dang, Mike is
Yeah, we had our 28th show last night.
factory.
Nice. Matt, do you need me to come up with some show ideas for your channel?
Oh man, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I've kind of been hiding out because somebody, the last comment that came in, I might have told you, came in on one of my videos was just like, "Hey, can we get some commentary?" And then I was like, "Oh no, I don't know
Well,
what to
you have
do."
to do something that you just feel like natural about talking about. So why don't you just sit down and do a my favorite nail color video?
Draken says that you tried to auction your Transformer stuff through an auction house and were disappointed by the results. And so you were like, I can do it better right here. And
Oh,
tried and did.
that's right. That's right.
Oh, you did? What was the auction house?
Heritage.
Cause Bill, that's so funny that we're about to make a trip to Heritage because Bill, my co-creator, he gave him some art and um for whatever reason he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get that back. And so we're actually driving to Arkansas and we're gonna drive by, which I guess I don't know if they're in Arkansas, but they're on the way somewhere, and we're gonna pick some of that stuff up. A lot of people are not too happy with Heritage.
Yeah, I wasn't, and I did do better on the auction.
Oh yeah, your actual Transformer stuff. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding. Who remembered that, Dragon? Look at Dragon.
Draken, yeah.
He's got everything written down. He remembers it all.
You still drawing, Eden? Yeah, I'm doing the same comic as before.
Man, in
That's
that
not
one
right,
picture, I jumped in or that one and the one where you hit your head on the locker and you're leaking blood everywhere.
What?
Yeah, that got
Wait,
me.
I'm not.
The
Wait.
streak down the side of your
Oh,
face
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I was spilling out of my chair. Man.
I still have
That
a bump on my head.
the expression on your face, yeah, just the wobbly mouth, everything. Because I used to try and draw like
Thank
that.
you.
Excellent, excellent.
Thank you.
Quiz, yeah, that's a good one. Just blank eyes. So I watched a couple of movies the other day, and I finally did anybody watch that movie Hellboy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did y'all like it?
I liked it.
Oh, you mean the new one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
I saw it. I liked it.
Man, I was shocked at how much cussing, F-bombs like crazy. Was not expecting that.
Okay, do not watch the Dave Chappelle special.
That's why.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, who knows?
Well, they always said, a lot of these guys always said that it should be rated R stuff. I don't always agree with that. I don't think they get a lot of benefit or mileage out of that, but
Yeah, me neither. I agree.
I'm expecting some of the new DC stuff to be like that from now on. The cartoons are like that now. They're getting
yeah. Like I couldn't believe it when I was at San Diego one year back in like 2005, 2006, and they were previewing one of the DC cartoons with Superman and Lex Luthor, and it was the cartoons, and out of nowhere, Superman comes busting in the room on Lex Luthor, and then Lex Luthor's just like, he just drops like a hardcore S-bomb, and everybody's all cheering like, oh yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, no, I'm just a old, recluse, that style. So a little disappointing.
I'm reading the chat here, and people are like, man, that movie was great. It was pretty good. It's funny because all the reaction I got outside of this chat was that Hellboy movie was terrible, but I actually really, really enjoyed the concepts behind it.
I enjoyed it too. I mean, the 3D animation and there were some grotesque monsters, and that's cool and all, but I'm gonna drop a spoiler if nobody cares.
Do it.
But just at the end, when she talks H-Boy into freaking trying to take over the world, kind of all he needs was pretty much just a stern talking to. That's all it was, by his pops. And I'm just like, what? That's it?
Because Because that's the whole thing about Hellboy. He's not just a demon. He's a hybrid. So he has a human part to himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah,
they play that up a lot in the comic. He's always conflicted. He's always like, I don't want to do this.
Oh, is he in the comic book? Oh, so that was pretty similar to the movie then. They were kind of being accurate then.
Well, that's the thing. When I first saw it, I was really disappointed. The hair threw me off. But after a while, I was like, okay, I'll because I like Harbor a lot. I think he did a good job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When he's talking, like sometimes it's hard because Mignola's art is so stoic.
Yeah,
Like there's hardly any reactions on anybody's faces in his comics. So I always see him expressing humor the way David Duchovny did on X-Files. You know, he's a very flat, bland character to me. But then when Harbor did, like when Perlman did it, I thought he was kind of I didn't think he really was very good at being the Hellboy guy. I liked him, but I didn't think he represented the character or the story itself. Wasn't very Hellboy-esque. But in retrospect, looking at this new guy, Harbor, he did I think he played it as well as he could possibly do it. And the story got dark. The worst part of that movie was Nimue, which shouldn't be. I thought she's a beautiful woman and a beautiful actress.
Mm-hmm.
I think she does pretty good in a lot of her movies. She's a fun actress, you know. What's her name?
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. But she looked too modern in this movie, and that bothered me a lot. Like she didn't. You can't be like an 18th century, 17th century witch with that hairstyle. I didn't buy it. But for whatever century she was in. But but I thought in general, I thought he did a decent job of portraying the world, and I can see now why Mignola was happy with it in the first place. Unfortunately, it did so poorly in the box office. I don't think it'll get a chance to redeem itself.
That was my next question. Is like it doesn't sound like they're gonna pursue anything more with it.
No, I think it's game.
I liked his acting, the Hellboy demeanor. You know what I'm saying? His attitude and just the way he approached the character. I didn't realize that. I haven't really read a lot of the comic books, but I did like the actor, and I was pleased with that part.
When I first encountered it, I was in a much more religious place, and I was like, oh, Hellboy. I couldn't read that. And then as I kept seeing it on the shelf, and the art was really intriguing. So finally I said, let me give it a try. And then I realized, oh, I see. It's about the condition of man. You know, we're kind of all destined for this same sort of destruction. And yet you have an opportunity to say, I'm going to be different than what my nature is. I'm going to pick the narrow path, if you will. I'm not saying that Hellboy is a Christian story, but I think it's got value in that regard.
I have a character I've never really developed out, but it's kind of in a similar vein to Hellboy. It's actually a Nephilim.
Crap.
It's a Nephilim character who is raised in a convent, and so has all the beliefs, but doesn't know if he has a soul or if his soul can be redeemed because he's not fully human. And so he does everything he can to not give God an excuse to send him to hell. So he becomes a hero.
Yeah, that's a very Hellboy thing.
Yeah.
That's what I picked up on in the beginning. Then I was like, oh man, I was too Pentecostal back then. Everything works for me.
Yeah. I watched a couple of movies. Don't watch that new Bill Murray movie, The Dead Don't Die. Don't watch that.
Really?
I wanted to love it.
Bill Murray stinker.
It's not even Bill Murray. It's just the script and the writing, you know.
What do you think, guys?
It started off so good. Are you done?
I think I am.
That's dope.
Wait, let me look.
Wow.
Here, let me click on you so I can see what else you have to do.
Was that a
Oh no,
was that a commission that you got tonight or what?
no! I was gonna sell it on the auction, and then
Well, you'll sell it next week. Then.
yeah, I guess I'll do it next week.
That's
But
dope.
Bring,
The right hand is kind of massive, but
bring it closer. Bring it closer.
the right hand is massive.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm just saying.
Well,
What?
it's stylized. Shut your mouth.
Wait,
No, I love it.
bring his right hand closer.
I love the shoulder
I
definition.
need to see where his ring is.
It's back here somewhere.
See, I would have it sticking out.
Oh, actually, it should be this hand, right? No, it's this.
No,
I don't really know.
that's his left hand.
Wow, that shoulder definition, right? Coming off that bicep. Love it.
Where's
Man,
it?
I don't have any complaints about it except for that Miss Marvel hand.
Mike always complains about my art.
I'm trying to build you up. Explain it to him, Eden.
Yeah, show the ring. Yeah, I mean,
What?
What can you do?
Explain it to him.
Mike is the sensei I never asked for. That's not true.
Compliments do not build you.
It's true.
Well, today I was talking to Paloma, and she said that whenever she asked you for art advice, you'd just be like, "Go read a book."
No, I went and told her to read the Bridgman book. It's not the same as go read a book.
Mm-hmm.
Like go climb a rock.
Hey, yeah. So I just finished a cover to one of my books today too. Well, the other day, and I've been I just thought about it at the last minute. I'm gonna put you guys. Y'all are gonna make an appearance in one of my books or on a cover soon. Whenever I get another cover coming.
All right. Hey, do you need an alternate cover for your punchline?
Do you want what? Do what? Do you want to do one?
Well, I'll do one for you if you got the time. If I've got the time.
I mean, bro. I mean, yes. how do I contain myself right now and respond coherently? Yeah, I'll do whatever you want me to do, man. Mike, you know you can ask me to do whatever you want. And if you want like actual money, we might be able to do something. We'll throw a Kickstarter to pay Mike for a variant cover, or just if you want me to do something for you, or you want to do.
I'd be the only artist to ever get paid off a Kickstarter, off a punchline.
The colorists, you know, I mean, you might.
Does the colorist get paid and you don't?
Yeah, the colors get paid. I'm getting paid in comp copies right now, so I'm happy. I'm happy with that. At least it's that. It's not nothing. So I'm getting paid in comp copies, which.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh crap! You know what? I've been. It's been a long time coming, but yeah, Mike or Elliot, if there's anything I can do for you guys, if y'all want to do a cover to my punchline book,
I would love to do that.
we will publish the crap out of it, and I'll send you some copies, a bunch.
Yeah, bro.
Whatever you want. I'll put y'all on the variants because we decided a little while back that each issue will always have a variant. You know, and it because it's been good, and we were worried about it in the beginning, but because it's been good and the reception to the variants, you know, no one's complaining. You know, as long as you don't do those exclusive whatever they're called, where you have to buy a certain amount to get one variant. You know, you put it out there, if people want it, they'll order it. If not, you know, they won't. And so because they've been ordering them, we're like, oh well, let's do some variants then.
Yup.
People like it.
It's gigantic.
Say that again? What?
This hand is tiny. This one's
That's extreme perspective. It's a beautiful hand.
I think it's working pretty good.
It's terrible, Elliot. Start over.
Dang.
Yes, sensei.
Captain Held says, do some campaigners pay their inkers or colorists with a percentage of final campaign profit? I'm sure there's no set rules. Anybody can set any kind of rules they want to.
That's true. That's a good point. Dang.
Someone asked, what is that fancy schmancy thumb device?
Hey, Elliot, you want to do something cool?
It's just a ring.
Yeah.
Have him kind of draw a white line, like a little lantern. Draw a white ring coming out of his hand over his leg, and then do some white, like he just pulled it away from the lantern. He's all fired.
What?
That's too much. Never mind.
Where would I do that? Oh, this is just a ring. It's just a ring.
Yeah, like draw the right ring, like a ring, like he's holding the top holder to his lantern in his left hand.
Oh, the battery?
The battery lantern.
Over here?
Yeah, and then no, don't do it. I'm just kidding. Don't do it.
Are you? No, you're not. You're being serious. I'm just trying to figure out what you mean.
Like, it would be simple if you actually did do it. I would just take some white out and draw like the top holder part to his lantern up in his left hand, just kind of going over his leg. And then I would draw some more white stuff, like he had just pulled his ring away from the lantern on his right hand.
I get you.
If you don't have to, you don't have to. I don't want to be held responsible if something goes bad.
I like that idea.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly like that. Yeah. Oh, crap. Exactly like that. Oh.
I'd probably more interrupt his thumb, I think.
Elliot, if you could just make some details in the background so it looks like you've got about 400 other lanterns behind.
Michael, I think you're being facetious.
No, I'd do it.
Oh, that's true. He's got his next big piece is gonna outdo his Naruto piece. Oh, crap. Oh, there's no mistaking. There's a ring there now.
Mike, did we ever do a Green Lantern episode?
No.
No.
Well, I just did it. So
Yeah, I haven't drawn a Green Lantern yet myself.
you wanted to though, right? Or no?
Yeah, I'd do a Green Lantern episode.
You know, everyone would draw Star Sapphire.
Oh, what is that part of the? I don't know who that is.
I'd probably draw Hal Jordan.
Yeah, that's who I would draw.
Well, I try to draw I'm always trying to draw the pairs now, which takes me more time. But I would do Hal with Star Sapphire, or one of the other lands. It could be Hal +1.
Yeah, how often do you have you considered doing a +1? We haven't done one in a long time. Like once a quarter or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, maybe we could. Maybe.
You don't have to. I'm just. I mean, yeah, I'm in a weird place right now. No, reconsider what I just presented to you.
I'd just draw Mogo.
What's that big dude? The big toothy guy.
Kilowog?
Kilowog, yeah.
He's cool.
Kilowog.
You know who Mogo is? Elliot.
Huh?
Tell him who Mogo is.
Mogo is the planet.
What?
Green
There's
Lantern.
a planet that possesses a ring?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the biggest Green Lantern.
There were so many things about that other Green Lantern movie, but the Ryan Reynolds part was not one of them that I liked. Like that planet that they had with all the lanterns and all the cool different styles of species, and even Sinestro. I liked him and the actor. Wanted to
Yeah, he was a perfect Sinestro.
Yeah.
I liked that guy as Hal, sort of. He looked like Hal.
Mm-hmm.
But he acted like Kyle Rayner.
Yes, he did, didn't he? Oh, wow, you just nailed it. I now I hate that altogether. No, I was actually tolerating it. But I couldn't stop laughing at the big head guy.
The smoke monster.
Who?
Smoke monster.
No, I can't even handle that.
Oh yeah, the villain, the big head, yeah, the swollen cranium dude. Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know, but I just remember him being in a couple of movies. I'm like, oh wow, they cast him as the villain.
Yeah, he was just he was weird. I could crack it up.
I just remember him in that movie Garden State. He's the guy that collected the G.I. Joe cards or something like that, and his mom was like, what are you doing with those? Oh yeah, I just remember the actor.
Hector Hammond. Thank you, Jiminy Cricket. Thank you very much. Hector Hammond.
Is that his real life name or the villain character name?
The villain's character name. I could hear it now. Well, I can hear it.
Yeah. I'm just going to draw Tom Cruise whenever we do the Green Lantern thing.
Is he still being considered for that?
I don't know.
Do you think he'd be a good one?
I don't know.
I like him, but I don't know if I like him like that. Although I love those Mission Impossible movies. Did you see Fallout?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's such a good movie.
Wait, was that the fourth or the fifth one?
The
last one.
Oh, the most recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when his girlfriend comes back to help save the day.
Wow.
Or his ex.
Good twists. Good twisting and turning.
He broke his leg in that movie.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That jump that he does from the rooftops. There's one where he broke his leg. I just admire that guy for being so athletic at this age. He's just like killing it.
You know what? It was Mission Impossible that cost us having a good Wolverine.
Why? How's it?
Yeah, because it was the dude that was supposed to play Wolverine broke his leg on Mission Impossible 3, and so he couldn't play Wolverine, and so they got that other guy.
What's up with
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I guess that was that long ago. Holy cow!
Which is 3.
Dougray Scott. It was supposed to be Dougray Scott.
Well, you know who was cast as Wolverine like way back? It was freaking Russell Crowe was supposed to be Wolverine.
That would have been great.
Like I'll never forget that. I was almost done. I mean, I don't know what happened at the last minute, but I remember reading about that, and they were about to get going on that.
Would have been glorious.
Yeah.
Then he wouldn't have gotten fat.
Yeah, he's a pork chop now. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. That movie where he's that private detective.
LA Confidential?
No, it's a more recent one.
Oh, I know which we're talking. Oh, it's more recent. No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's him and Pretty Boy. What's his freaking name? Ryan Gosling.
Oh, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, I did see that. The other guy.
That movie's so funny.
It's hilarious. Yes, I did see that. I loved it.
It's a comedy?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda dark comedy.
Like
it's not a well, it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a comedy, but it's just got so much humor in it that it plays really well.
Mm-hmm. I want to give away spoilers, but I'm a spoiler machine right now, and I got to stop. But yeah, and the way they ended it, I was under the impression that they might end up doing some more, but I haven't heard anything yet. But I love it. It was awesome.
Okay, now I'm done.
I'm moving
Oh boy.
Okay, Daddy.
Meh.
Toss it.
Trash.
Shredder. All right, I need a fan. It's getting hot in
It's
her.
almost all done with nibs.
What?
It was almost all done with that nib. I
I thought you said you were almost all done with nibs.
No, I did. I used the mapping nib. I used 102 and 108, and then I used the micron pen, not just the PN micron.
Mm-hmm.
And I used Mont Blanc oyster gray
Hmm.
Mont Blanc. This on Amazon. This cost me $31.
That's not your Madre's Mont Blanc.
No, sir. But it's pretty great. I gotta tell you, I like this ink a lot. I've become kind of fascinated over the last couple of years with not dip pens. What are they called?
Fountain pens?
Fountain pens. Yeah, I have a couple here. I have this one here is a champ, and it's a good course. Metropolitan. It's good.
Oh wow.
Pilot.
That looks like a hefty unit.
Yeah, I like it.
Epic Trilogy. Good morning from the UK, everybody. What is Weldon working on?
Maybe you don't want to know.
Let's zoom in on Weldon.
I still don't even have a head on him yet.
Explain it.
It's the special request commission of Chewbacca and Han Solo as three-toed sloths.
Han Solo's also a sloth?
Yeah, except
Oh.
the last communication I had with the commission requester was we're gonna actually put the Han Solo hair. We're gonna try to make it look like Han Solo, if you can see that. So Chewbacca's looking like how do you say svelty? You know? He's looking charming with his crossbow.
Bowcaster.
Yeah, his bowcaster. So I'm gonna finalize this beast. I'm about to cross hatch the holy how do you say, out of his leg here. And they got that cool. I didn't even realize there's a real big difference between two-toed sloths and three-toed sloths. So I don't want to say how long this has taken me, but I've done a lot of research to get this as accurate as it could be. So yeah. And then I gotta box it in. I gotta research this droid collar real quick. I'll be back.
Wow.
Matt. I would show y'all what I'm doing, but
You're almost done. You're on one of the last pages.
That's right, page 22, baby, 22.
Spoiler hour.
So yeah, I don't think I finished saying it earlier, but yeah, if I hadn't added Monster Hunt, I'd be done.
That's right. I heard you say that. Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind, guys, if you're going to add entire books to your campaigns, which I'm not the first person to do that, am I?
I don't know.
I mean, people have added enough pages to be an entire book, I think.
Was there a particular instance during the campaign that incited such a decision that you would double your load, or
Well,
I mean, because you could have done a whole nother campaign with that. I maybe you could, maybe you couldn't. I don't really know.
John Malin didn't want me to,
Oh, gotcha.
and I was like, okay. But yeah, I was listening to Richard Meyer talk about the old Image days when people would just, trade characters, and it's like, hey, you do this and you can put Spawn in your book and I'll put Youngblood in my book and it'll be fun. And there was no that was the only reciprocation, was like, hey, I borrow your character, you borrow my character. And so that's what we did. And I just asked Richard, hey, can I borrow your characters? And he's like, sure. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna do this crossover book. And then I made it $100,000 stretch goal, and I hit $100,000.
It's a good idea, Mike. I don't like.
Yeah, but now it's making me late.
I'll say it over and over again, Mike. You're one of the best idea guys, if not the best right now. That I'm. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of extra.
What? I'm an idea guy now?
No, you're an executor. You're you can execute. I'm just saying.
I appreciate it.
For real.
I do try to think sometimes.
Do not misappropriate. Right?
Okay.
Hey, so I've been really considering. I've been jumping into these 3D programs and trying to model some different, little blobs into actual human figures. And these little characters, my little cats. So I've been thinking about doing 3D printing or sending some stuff off to get 3D printed, but I've been jumping into the modeling of those characters. I'm having the whole point of doing it was to kind of just destroy my motivation and completely discourage me, so I could actually get back to drawing pages and stuff like that, getting work done. And it worked for a little while, but for some reason I came back
because you started getting good at it.
I kind of got a couple of good figures going, like for those cats that I do. Like I got a good base model for those cats, so I can start dressing them up and maybe 3D printing them. I don't know, Mike. There's something came along and just got me really jacked for like a really good 3D or nice statue of my character from my Punchline book, and I'm just like, oh, I just want a really beautiful statue of a good action pose for my character.
It's really not hard, is it, to transition into 3D modeling?
Well, not with some of the programs that they have. So I've been using ZBrush right now, and it's just sculpting. Like I'd played around with it a decade or two ago, and you couldn't run anything.
Curious says, stop talking like a girl, Weldon.
Am I? I'm sorry.
It wasn't me. I just had to read the chat.
Your outburst was pretty accurate, Mike. You got a gift for portraying or delivering the intent.
Kevin Ryan says, is someone doing art without getting paid again? That's kind of Matt's whole thing. He's like, by all means, I'll spend years of my life on this project with no recompense whatsoever. Oh, what? You're going to give me free copies? Do I get exposure with that?
That's, you know what? I did like 500 pages of this artwork for this guy way back. And I said, hey, man, and we were getting published through Image Comics. And I said, hey, man, just keep the publishing gig thing going. I like seeing my stuff come out in stores,
What book did you do for Image?
I did I did a book called New Brighton Archaeological Society. It was a big graphic novel. It was like 180 pages. That came out through Image, and then I did a whole bunch of little short stories in their little Pop Gun anthologies that everybody else did too, you know. So, but those were huge. Those had a bunch of stories from a bunch of random people. And I had the book 2 for New Brighton Archaeological Society to come out through Image and everything, and just my partner at the time just kind of flipped out and cussed out Image and said, "Yeah, you guys are screwing us over. We're out of here." And I didn't know about that till like months later. And yeah. But I just told him, I said, "Hey, man, you keep getting my stuff published, and I'll never ask for $1."
Oh, brother.
And but that's when it went, you know, that's when it went all pear-shaped, you know. He pulled out unilaterally of the little publishing deal because Image told him, you know, you can publish whatever you want, you know, just because he had Amazing Joy Buzzards, he had a bunch of other stuff. He had a bunch of stuff through Image, but when he pulled out, I was like, well, you gotta show me the money now.
Razzie Lee for Australian $5 says, "Hail Raven, hail Owlfire." Thank you for the $5 and the hails. That's a great story, Matt. How do you feed your family again? Is your wife independently wealthy?
No. She was in the Army, and she's one of the very few that actually saved her money when she was in the Army. So she came out with like quite a big little savings account, which was kind of amazing.
And you're like, "Hey, honey, can I burn through that while I do all this work for free?"
No, like I had a job up until about 10 months ago, a day job, and now I'm just doing this. Just working on books. Doing my book, doing a number of things for a couple other people, you know. Just working on books. Got a bunch of stuff lined up, you know, for the next 2 years.
Any of it paid?
Well,
yeah, it's all paid. Yeah, that's
okay.
except for my property at the moment.
I literally asked that question in my head. Like, wait. It's only good if he gets paid. Hold on.
Hey, you read that super chat, right?
I did. You want
Okay.
to read it again?
Sure. Is it Rizzy or Rizzy?
Risey?
You know?
I don't know.
Rizzy Lee for Australian $5. Hail Raven, hail Owlfire. Thanks for $5.
Guys, if you super chat, Eden will read it. Now we all wait.
Hey, Elliot, what was that name of that character from the Green Lantern? The female you just mentioned earlier?
Star Sapphire?
Star Sapphire? I never even heard of that character. I gotta look that up.
She is
sounds awesome.
She's Carol, right? She's Carol Ferris. Which I never. Does she just become evil in the comic? I never read that
I
far.
don't know.
But she's definitely becomes the Star Sapphire. So I'm not sure there's another Star Sapphire, but
I mean, yeah, but how weird is that? It's so close to Starfire. I mean, there's nothing, not even related, right? Between the two characters.
Predates her, but predates Starfire.
Really?
Damn. Eden?
Huh?
You have a super chat to read.
Oh, it doesn't show up. Oh, here it is. Rizzy Lee again for Australian $5. You all rock. Thank you, Rizzy Lee.
Thank you, Rizzy Lee.
Am I saying your name right? Rizzy or Rizzy?
Farizi.
Shabrizi.
For real though.
Hey, yeah, Mike, I was thinking about having my character have like a Lone Star poster on her wall or something like that, or a T-shirt.
Do it, dude. Have her wearing the Lone Star T-shirt.
All right.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Be fun. I like that stuff. I'm gonna start doing more of that stuff lately.
Mike, do you have that available as an actual T-shirt yet?
Yep. Yeah, Crypto Zombie. I mean, not Crypto Zombie. Crypto Fashion. Crypto Zombie is this cryptocurrency YouTube
Oh,
channel
really?
to watch. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I haven't really kept up with it. What's it at right now? Is that a good number?
It's at 10 something or other. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I haven't been paying a lot of attention lately. Just been too busy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in it for the long haul anyway. So day by day, unless I have money to put in, I'm not really concerned about.
Let it do what it do.
That is correct. Man, a kid, not a kid, but one of the leaders at church. I'm talking to him the other day, and dude's got 6 Bitcoin. He bought them when they were $2,000 each. I'm like, man.
Wow. That's a good holiday right there.
Oh, y'all. What up, Big Ben? We got some people's coming in here, I guess.
Why didn't you show this late? This is like the Denny's after the clubs.
I wonder if. Oops. What happened? Bing, pow. Yeah, Malin's still on.
Oh, is he doing a stream right now?
Yeah, I wonder who's on.
Is he interviewing somebody or just...
I don't know. Well, Kelsey's on there. Kelsey was on there. Now it's just Malin Huerta. Oh, wait. Looks like Kelsey might have just bailed. Huerta. You're too late. Blacklist Universe. Bitcoin ain't money. What am I too late for?
Yeah.
I always enjoy all these people trying to talk me out of Bitcoin.
Isn't that already too late?
It's too late for what? It's too late to apologize.
Yeah, Mike, because I thought of it, which is usually my existence. You know, I usually think about things after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But I drew this cover to my punchline book, and I had my main heroine just kind of, she was just sitting there reading a magazine. There was kids below her reading comic books, you know, that old newsstand style thing, you know, where there's just a bunch of people passing by, you know, lots of people reading magazines, flipping the newspaper, you know, and she was looking at a magazine, and because she kind of had been out there for a while, she was looking at a magazine with herself on it. You know, she was just having a little moment where she was just, and lots of other people were looking at magazines with her on it, and you know, she's just keeping her identity there. Anyways, I was just playing around with it at first, and the original idea of the cover was to have kind of Clark Kent just standing there looking at her, like, I recognize you, you know, like, because her whole thing is she does the reverse Clark Kent. She, instead of taking glasses off, she puts glasses on, you know,
right,
to become her super character. Anyways, I was focused on that, but I started thinking about, man, on all these magazine covers, I could be putting, you know, Lone Star along with the Versamer or Doom Kicker dude, you know, saves the town and small sleepy town of this and that. And I'm just like,
do it.
Next time for show.
Another super chat.
Poor girl hits her head on locker and ends up in getting superpowers.
I wish. Super chat from Rizzy Lee again. Australian $2. Hail Bitcoin.
Hail
Thank you,
Riley.
Rizzy Lee. Oh, also some withheld rather not say said, "Hey Mike, I've heard that you believe in this massive Jewish conspiracy theory and that you're bigoted. Is this true? I kind of think this doesn't hold much weight because your wife is Jewish, so."
Well, what's the conspiracy theory?
Oh yeah, well, I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I like conspiracies. What's going on?
Conspiracy theories are fun. I don't probably not big fan of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, but let's hear it. The Jews ruled the world. No, but let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Post some details.
Apologize. Matt, do you like just drawing like crowds of people on top of each other fighting?
I have delusions of considering such a thing one of these days, Mike, but I know that's your thing. I have to like I haven't really, I don't know if I've really attempted it, but actually yeah, I've done a couple of spreads like that. Whenever I was getting published through Image.
Oh,
I'll have to break them out one of these days, but is that what you're working on right now?
yeah.
Another one, like the third double page.
No, it's not a
rumble?
double. It's just the top panel where characters just being piled on by a bunch of guys.
I think I do.
Hold on. Withheld responded. He said, "I don't know that the Jews are in control of the world or something." He was very vague. Who is he? Who is telling you that I?
It was probably. Didn't you say something?
The Jews.
You said something yesterday or the day before that that some town had just become like a ghost town because the Jews took all their money.
Oh yeah, that's the town. No, not because the Jews took all the money. Because the Jews left. The Jews had all the money in the town because they were the business owner. I mean, like my wife's grandfather owned like the recycling business in the town, and her uncle owned the car dealership.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I mean,
Kind of funny.
and
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what he's getting at.
the money left. The town didn't have that kind of income.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Micah Curtis, he's a pretty good guy, but I think he might be wrong on this one. I don't know who Micah Curtis is. Should I know who Micah Curtis is? The name sounds familiar.
Is that the letterer guy?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea, but I don't think I believe in any Jews conspiracy theories. Except for the Bernie Sanders one. They pulled an Atlas shrugged. No, I'm just kidding. Bernie Sanders. But he doesn't count as a Jew, though. Because he's
really?
He's
Jewish?
I think he's an atheist. He's Jewish by blood, but he is, I believe, atheist by belief.
One of the chosen people.
Yeah, talk about not all who are of Abraham are of Abraham.
Yeah, there you go.
Not all who are of Israel are of Israel. That's funky.
So there's somebody out there trying to say like I'm anti-Semitic or something. I better run that past my wife.
Yeah, she might have some.
And your kids.
Sorry, honey. Apparently, I'm anti-Semitic.
Curious says, "Never trust a Jew," and then the confirmed emoji.
Oh no.
Oh, is Micah Curtis war campaign? Oh. Yeah, take him with a pinch of salt. Maybe not just a grain. Maybe a pinch.
Salt would be nice right now. I haven't eaten since I got up. I forgot about that.
So you're just gonna eat salt? What?
Well, no, I'm just hungry. I just realized I was hungry because I got straight up and jumped on and started drawing with you guys. I forgot about sustenance.
Eden, why does Mike hate you so? This is
Dang.
why Mike hasn't paid Eden. Confirmed. That's why you haven't paid me, because I'm Jewish.
He's like, I can't let them have any money. They'll go crazy with it. They'll multiply their monies.
I'd love that. I'd give them all the monies. Multiply this.
Yeah, you need to give your kids more money.
Unfortunately, all they do is spend it.
Give them some talents, Mike, and see what they come up with.
Yeah. Go ahead and pass.
Kevin Ryan said, "When I hear you impersonate Bernie, I think how good an impersonation of Sean Connery you do."
Thank you very much.
Your Christian Slater is epic. Sean Connery.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do it now.
why not?
Oh yeah, you don't have to do it.
I don't want to do it now.
No, save it, Mike.
Do
Save
Zoidberg.
Save it in the chamber.
No. My
No,
throat
do your Zoidberg. You do perfect Zoidberg.
did that and like tightened up. It clenched.
Oh, no, you need some salt, Mike.
Oh no! I can't do the Zoidberg. Oh gosh.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I didn't even know who you were talking about until you did it. Yeah.
You sound like Bernie Sanders.
I'm a doctor.
He is a doctor, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Zoidberg.
Zoidberg upset me in one of these last episodes where he got like a couple $1 million from the garbage dumpster from those mafia dudes, and then he took it to what's her name's family's Vegas planet and blew it.
Amy's.
Yeah, you kill me.
Yeah.
None your business says Zoidberg is a Jewish shellfish. Such a conundrum.
Mike can't do shellfish. He'll break out and clench.
What? Is that true?
That's Kevin Ryan.
Is Micah tearing your hand, or Max tearing your hands apart? Hey, don't choke him.
Ruler time. Choke attack.
What exactly is he saying withheld rather not say? I'm really curious. Is it on Twitter? Do I have him blocked or something? I probably have him blocked. He's war campaign.
Thought you weren't on Twitter anymore.
Well,
Are you back on Twitter?
I went back on for promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I don't get into arguments.
I'm glad you're back,
Right.
Mike. Yeah, glad you're back.
Yeah, Twitter's a better place with you than without you.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm all aflutter.
That is so tender.
You started it.
I'll retweet it later.
Latesville.
I just really want to know what he's saying. Suddenly I'm
It was curiosity that the cat.
some sort of an anti-Semite.
Oh, yeah, maybe
Jews.
it could be any number of things, Mike. Your household's training to do the salute and everything. You know, I don't know.
That's him. Go. Micah's had some bad influences.
CJ.
Mm-hmm. There's a young man who spends a lot of time with us who's a kind of a troubled kid. But we're like
embracing
his exam. the example of a normal family.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah, he spends a lot of time here, and unfortunately, he will sometimes do things that aren't kosher. And he's a big influence on Isaac and Micah. So
Gotcha.
you are an anti-Burnite, Mike. Yeah, I'm down with that. I am an anti-Burnite. But that is because he's a socialist communist, not because he is a descendant of Abraham.
Yeah, like my little girl goes to school right now, and it's brutal because I mean I go eat breakfast with her most mornings, and the kids are just hollering. They're just taking the Lord's name in vain, like every other word, and my girl's coming home with it all the time, and it's killing me. I'm just like, please, darling, please, no. I don't know how to combat it, man. It's
Get her out of there, man. Why are you ever in public school, homeschool?
oh man, there's no way my wife.
You do it.
No, I mean, the state would come after me. I don't know how to homeschool.
What?
I
They won't
just
come after you. Homeschooling's easy, man.
oh, is it? I
That age, yeah.
Wasn't for us.
yeah.
Oh, Elliot, you're not helping.
You're giving me hope, Mike. I just wanted them, to have, a good experience. I wanted them to have those trials, and I don't know it. Yeah, Mike, you might be onto something, but I don't know yet.
Seriously, dude.
It sucks, man. It's killing me. Yeah.
We just pulled Eden out of her charter school because it was pretty much a small version of public school.
Well, that's what I'm starting to find out too. Is the name charter school, and that's what we got her in. My little girl. It's a very small,
Yeah, they're very. I mean, they're hit and miss, and so
Yeah, because the kids that end up getting in the lottery, you don't know what kind of households they're from, and they're just bringing their parents' stuff, to school and rubbing off on your kids, and it's just all over the place.
Why do you hate children, Matthew?
I'm done. I'm getting snipped.
Whoa.
Your phone's about to die, so
is it? Bollocks.
it is.
Is that what you're running on, Eden, right now? Is that where you're?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's phone. I could switch to my phone, but
You could just suck the battery out of your phone.
oh my gosh, I forgot you could do that.
That's the new thing with the Note 10s.
What?
Yeah, you can put them back to back and take the power from one of the phones
Oh, that's
to
crazy.
the other. None of your businesses.
Someone asked if these were my characters. Sort of. I mean, it's me and my friend Lily. So.
Mhm.
Yeah. How do you know how to do it?
Look it up on your phone first.
Okay.
It's probably in the settings.
It's probably got to be close to that same option that you use to just put them on one of those charging pads, right? Or what's that? FPT?
Oh yeah.
I know. What the Jesse? Are you on your third illustrations, Elliot? Holy cow!
You know, it's funny. I've been doing so much digital stuff. I kind of miss drawing traditional.
I understand. Yeah, this is the first page in a while. I didn't do the layouts digitally. I just went straight to paper.
Hmm.
Eden was using my computer.
What?
Nothing.
I mean, I did this here. I like this, but I went too simple with the lines. I need to go a little more.
Who is that? Superman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You draw like a little planet in the background and the sun just beaming across his.
Galaxy Note 10 here.
That'll be awesome.
Hey, can you mute me really quick? I'm gonna watch a video.
Indeed.
Indeed.
You're now seeing the actual roof Mike puts over his children's head. It's true. Man, I'm hungry too.
Oh,
Thankfully, I got a whole bunch of tri-tip just waiting for me to cut it up and eat it. Mm-mm. No peanut butter for me tonight.
you know what?
What?
I'm gonna go make the gnarliest of grilled cheeses you've ever seen in your life.
I can make a pretty gnarly grilled cheese.
I always stack mine with some manner of meat or mammal.
That is not a grilled cheese, though. That's a
Grilled cheese.
what's that
deluxe.
called? When you, it's a melt. It's a
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh.
yeah. It's like
Bro.
it's a ham and cheese melt or
Chicken, beef, brisket, whatever.
chicken, beef, and brisket melt.
Well, maybe not all at once. Which is,
Oh, I thought you were going to town.
Oh yeah, no,
Man, I'm gonna make my chicken, beef, and brisket melt. It's gonna be the best thing ever. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna slather some peanut butter on there and go to town.
And then they're just leaking with some manner of sauce. Yeah, like I discovered this tub of French onion dip at my local market, and I've been putting French onion on most of my sandwiches these days. It's excellent.
Rising Lee says for $2 Australian, I bloody love Punchline. Good.
What?
Yeah, baby. You got fans in Australia land.
A doll. Wait, are you a female?
Rising
Whoever you are, you're an outstanding human being. I'm already done with issues 8 and 9, and I'm about to start issue 10. So 8 and 9 will be in the stores very soon. I believe 8's even off to the printer already. So,
how many of the original pages do you have?
I have most everything. Nobody's really inquired about any pages yet, so I just threw them in a box. They're all. I gave away a couple of them.
I feel like I need to run your next Indiegogo campaign.
Oh yeah, Mike, it's coming up soon. So look out, you guys. I'm gonna put it out there right now. Where the campaign for Punchline Trade number 2, which will include issues 6 through 10, will be up soon. Because like I said, I'm working on 10 right now, so it's going to be pretty much done by the time we go to campaign or the campaign's over. So that's going to be one of the best feelings about.
And are you going to have Punchline Trade 1 available as well?
Yes, that's a good question. Yes, we are.
Excellent.
Yeah, we.
You get paid from the first crowdfunding campaign?
Not at all. No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Why?
Well, it just goes into the next. It goes to the colorists. It all goes to the colorists.
And that's being a good example for me.
Well, I was pretty happy with the first campaign. Yeah, and I'm not that guy that's like, hey, I don't mind not making money. I mean, I don't in the beginning.
Your children need to be in private school. And you're giving away their education.
No, the education is going to be or it's going to be paid for by my comic book collection, because I haven't bought anything in a while because I don't have a day job anymore, but I got a pretty gnarly comic book collection that's worth a bit of quan,
Or what? What's your Gmail account?
But and maybe those punchline pages will be worth something too, so I can help pay for it that way. We'll see. Maybe I'll put up some pages in the campaign. It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
You double eat it.
Oh man, now I gotta research this bowcaster.
Flippity-flop. All right.
You got super chat.
Super chat. Super chat.
I'll read
It's
it.
super chatty. Eden will read it.
Where is it? That one?
Mm-hmm.
Risey Lee for Australian $5. I'm male, but I also loved your Booster Kiwi film.
Oh, with the Booster Kiwi drawing? I think that's what he's talking about. Hey, that's cool, brother. I appreciate it. That means a lot that our books have reached the land, the down under.
Paid for with your children's future.
I have yeah.
All right, I will enter broadcast video.
And if you have any ideas for any future little punchline what would missions or like stories, tales you'd like to see, you think would be funny, let us know. We're always we're putting up some really wacky ideas right now, and we're always looking for more.
Here's an idea. You make money off of it. How much did you make off your last campaign?
Oh, so I'm glad you guys are talking about doing both campaigns too, with Kickstarter and Indiegogo, because that's what we're thinking about doing as well. Which one to do first, we still don't know, but the Indiegogo campaign for the first book was after fees we got $9,000 from the first punchline campaign for the trade for issues 1 through 5.
And you paid your colors. Oh my gosh, Eden.
Yeah, and we were able to get the printing bill taken care of. No, we still lost money on that a little bit, so we're gonna keep going though until it's in the proverbial green, as they say.
Until you're using your grandchildren's future to pay for it. This is like your version of student debt.
Yeah, well, that's the cool thing is I'm totally debt free. I am, and it's kind of nice. But yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
if you don't count like a mortgage, which I do have.
Matthew Weldon, your wife needs to beat you more often. Mochi.
Wait. Oh, there's no one up at my house at this hour to bring me wonderful treats.
Hey, delay if it's echoing.
Okay. Wonderful treat. No, we're not doing the Mike about to eat show. What am I going to eat? What am I eating? What did I just eat? That's the show. What is Eden eating?
Mochi.
Good night, Nighthawk.
I've never tried mochi before.
What flavor is it? What is this, chestnut?
There's chestnut inside.
Oh wait, is mochi this made of those wacky videos where these Japanese guys are just beating that dough with
Oh
hammers?
yeah.
And
They have to punch it,
smacking
and
it with their
then
hands and beating it with hammers.
wait, no. They flip it with their hands, and then they bang it with like this wood thing, and then they flip it with their hands, and then they bang it, and then they flip it, bang it. I know
that's-
because I have to make it on Cooking Mama,
they just
the game.
it's just like an epic spank fest, like over and over and over again. It's hazardous. It's a hazardous profession. It looks like, man, you just
Oh yeah.
compromising the hands.
Oh yeah, because two guys are flipping it, or one guy's flipping it, and the other
Oh,
smacking it with the hammer.
exactly. It's so crazy.
Perfectly timed, as all things should be.
Yeah. Where do you get that exotic stuff? Where do you get exotic stuff like that, Mochi? You can't really get that at Walmart, can you?
No, you can't. I don't know. I know you can get mochi.
You can get the ice cream mochi at Walmart, but to get actual like mochi, we go to either like Mitsuwa or Marukai or any Japanese store, really.
Oh, Mike, is that one of those stores I saw you in on a video one day where you were wandering?
H Mart, yeah.
That H Mart. I think H Mart has mochi too.
They don't have nothing like that.
Also, do you know how to flip it so that it's not like this? How'd you get it on your phone?
I
yeah.
turned it that way before I logged in. Risey Lee for $10 Australian. Risey, you are paying my bills tonight. What's everyone's favorite X-Men and Titan, and why is it Raven? Raven is not an X-Men.
Risey, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Wait a minute. What's a Titan?
Teen Titans, dude.
Oh,
Like Teen Titans.
Sorry.
Raven is my favorite Teen Titan. I dressed up as her for school one time.
This is true.
Hmm
My
Who made
favorite Rob.
My favorite X-Man
Who made your cape?
is
Who made your costume?
you made the cape. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna boogie.
Aren't you always
Okay.
boogieing?
Dun, dun, boogie. Dun, 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 boogie.
Bloop, bloop. All right, my
Oh,
brother. Thanks for coming in, but you got to answer the question: what's everyone's favorite X-Men and Titan, and why is it Raven?
That's what I'm gonna have you saying in your appearance in my comic book, Elliot. You're just gonna be boogieing.
Jungle boogie. I got a boogie. Yeah, that's true.
All right.
My favorite Titan is Robin. Favorite X-Men. Well, which era? Of all?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I want to say Wolverine, I guess, but I feel like I'm supposed to say Wolverine. So if I was
When you were 13 years old, you would have said Wolverine without
Right.
no, I know I was always Colossus.
I
liked Colossus a lot. I thought he was cool.
All right, we'll go with Colossus.
Gigi, go away.
All right, party people. I love you guys. Be cool. See ya.
All right, brother. Should I start tomorrow or no?
Yeah, check me out.
All right, bro.
Hit me up. Bye.
Jungle Boogie. Matthew.
I'm gonna say, with absolute certainty, that my favorite Titan is Raven. But, and I'm sitting on a really fun little penciled drawing of Raven that I need to get around to inking. But X-Men, I don't really know. You have to. How much time do we have, Mike? I'm gonna think about that one for you, Boogie.
Risey Lee says, nope, the right answer is Cyclops. Eden, just log out.
Hey.
And then log back in.
Log out, turn it sideways, and log back in. That's right.
Hey, if you like Cyclops, you should definitely go check out my Facebook. I cosplayed as Cyclops one year with a friend who wanted to cosplay as Phoenix, Jean Grey. So I jumped in that cosplay. I mean, Cyclops is really awesome. I don't really know. Think about that one. I like
jumping in that cosplay. If you're
you know what? It's probably Jubilee. Is probably one of my favorites.
What? What the heck?
Or Gambit maybe.
No.
So there's so I'm picking my favorite male and my favorite female.
Ah.
My screen rotation was off
Nice.
on my phone.
The world is right again. I hope that's
Surprisingly.
sufficient answerage. I'm sorry if I answered poorly.
He said yes, hail Raven.
Dang, Skippy.
Growing up, my favorite X-Men was Wolverine.
Yeah.
I haven't read the X-Men in forever, so I guess I'll stick with that.
That's a good answer. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I really did like Cyclops during the Paul Smith run, though.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'll check that out.
Young 5 ever, we do not swear on this channel. Just so you know.
Warren JB says Jubilee, Maddie is banished. I know, man. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
What's wrong with Jubilation?
Oh my goodness. Where do you
Wait, who banished me? Why am I banished?
Because you said Jubilee.
Well,
what the hell is there to like about Jubilee?
I just like the character design. Well, I like putting a little bit more modern spin on her yellow.
She's in a raincoat
jacket, yeah, and some glasses. I mean, maybe not so much like
coat and grandma glasses.
The big
grandma
square
glasses that they wear if you have regular glasses on underneath.
Well, that's what was hot back then, I mean, I'm not about that.
Hot back then, Matt. Do you not remember the 90s? That was not hot.
I was there. Well, that's what everybody thought was hot.
No, they didn't.
I don't know, man.
Stars and garters.
Did you just cuss, Mike? You did a Captain America. You did Captain America profanity.
That's Beast.
Oh, that is Beast. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Did you even read the X-Men?
No, I couldn't afford the X-Men comics. I just saw the cartoon,
Oh, the cartoon was trash.
I lived in a very small, we hauled hay. We did, we worked there was a bunch of refineries and plants around us, but it was a very small town. And my school was, I graduated with like 65 in my class. And we didn't have a lot going on around those parts. So I couldn't get a hold of things.
Sorry for you.
No, I just wanted you to understand
why you didn't read X-Men.
The genesis of my ignorance.
All right.
I mean, I got out and got as educated as I could as fast as I could. But then again, I wanted to eat more cereal. All I could think about was getting out of my house and eating all the cereal that we never got, that my mom refused to get for us.
She never got you the Cocoa Krispies?
Never got no kind of cereal.
You never got S'mores Crunch?
What the Jesse is that? I haven't even heard of it.
You never had S'mores Crunch?
Is that still out there? Can I go get it today?
I don't think it is, but it was the world's greatest cereal of all time.
What?
Oh my gosh, dude.
S'mores Crunch.
Right. I do pity you now. If you've never even had S'mores Crunch.
No, I never had
oh my gosh.
I don't even remember trying tricks or anything when I was. My mom was crazy, man. She would take a fly swatter to us and start beating us if we got out of line.
She'd be like, eat your oatmeal. And you're like, Mom, I just want some peanut butter on it. We can't afford no peanut butter, Matthew. And hence, now Matthew,
Yeah.
that's your comfort food now.
No, we there was one time in my youth where we got a hold of like a case of peanut butter, and it was because I'm a member of Church of Jesus Christ. They had those canneries. They have those canneries that they have all over the place, and we went up to one and got a case of peanut butter from one of them, and man, it changed my life. It did, but it wasn't even like the honey enriched stuff. So, yeah.
So that's where it began.
Yeah, they don't even offer that peanut butter stuff anymore at those places anymore. It's because the demand became too great. The population became violent, you know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't make it fast enough for everybody. You know, so they had to stop allowing people to
make it fast enough for you, wasn't it?
they had to tell people, they're like, yeah. They had to turn a bunch of us away. No, it wasn't just me. I mean it. Like it was a bunch of people. Anyways, yeah, crazy times.
Anyway, Risey Lee, the only one super chatting. Thank you, Risey Lee, for $2. Says no. We need to keep awesome Matt.
You're the best, Risey.
He is the best. He's the best super chatter of the night. And he's from Australia, a royal country.
Hey, hit me up on Twitter, man. Let me give you a follow. You're awesome. I mean,
oh yeah,
if you do that Twitter business.
Yeah, dude, join the channel, man. Hit that join button. I'll give you a follow too. And you'll have access to the private chats. We had a good private chat today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'd tell you what we talked about, but we don't talk about.
Do you have to type in it, or I've been getting like kind of spoiled with this this voice typing thing on my phone? It's excellent.
What?
That's what it sounds like. A lot of typing is all I'm saying.
Oh, the chat?
Yeah, the chat you had today.
Well, it was, it was a private video, basically.
For all of your subscribers or your members, right?
My members. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really nice of you. We need to invent, unless this already exists, something that'll read the chat to you, like just an automated type.
Yeah, it's called a daughter, but it's broken.
It's broken.
BB's on your computer.
Get that cat off my computer.
Ugh, gross. Ah! She's bleeding. Gigi, go away.
Butt stuff on my computer.
No.
Oh,
Eden.
Oh no! What's going
on?
This is crazyville.
Gosh, we need to take her to the Humane Society and drop her off.
Was it a free cat? Where'd you get that?
Well, it was part of one of our litters, and we gave it away to a family friend, and then our other cats had just disappeared.
Mommy!
And she contacted us, and she's like, "Oh, we're moving into an apartment. We can't keep Gigi. Do you want her?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, she is part of the family." And then she gets here, and she's the freaking worst cat, man.
Oh, smooth move.
She was fine. She was great when she first arrived.
Now she's a psycho.
So she didn't have any other cats to deal with. Maybe she doesn't like.
No, she had like 5.
No, in the other household, I mean, maybe she was raised up with no other. Maybe she got.
Oh, you mean Gigi wasn't?
Yeah, I don't know.
Risey Lee for top $10 says, "I post a lot of trolling stuff, so probably not good to follow me, but I love you guys." Oh, we love you too.
No,
some of us enjoy a good troll.
I just learned what troll means.
You did.
I really don't. You're not gonna. I think I follow quite a few troll. I can't keep up with it. Anyways, my head's down most of the time, drawn. So
Yeah.
if I'm not tagged in something, or I probably have quite a few DMs that I need to approve and look at. I don't even keep up with that as much as I need to because I opened them up, my DMs a while back, and I didn't know what that meant. You still have to go in that part of your messaging system and look at them. Like they don't just come up like regular messages.
Yeah. What?
Gigi's. Someone said the cat's bleeding. Gigi's bleeding because she has like these weird scabs and stuff on the back of her, on her back. Also on her feet sometimes.
I don't know
But
how
they're
she
like
gets this.
really exposed. Like she just scratched them all off or something.
Oh, really?
And it's like.
Ugh. Need to do something about that cat.
She's a Morlock cat. She's got special powers.
Ugh. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know what Morlock is.
Yeah, you've read H.G. Wells, huh?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about now. You called my bluff, Mike. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Are you serious?
H.G. Wells. No, I thought I was talking about the Morlocks from the X-Men.
X-Men. That they were named after the creatures from the future from the time machine.
Oh crap! I'm exposed. My blunder. As long as the cat's not bleeding out of her mouth, that's a good sign.
Is it? That's a good sign. What if she's bleeding out of her butt, Matt? Is that a good sign?
Oh,
Not bleeding out of her butt.
I know, but he said as long as she's
Oh.
not bleeding out of her mouth, it's a good sign. Kevin Ryan says, Eloy serve Morlock. Explain, Matthew.
oh crap! No.
Okay, so in H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, he travels far, far into the distant future to a world where and he ends up in a land of where there's just these, beautiful, happy young people dancing around in skimpy clothes and just being happy and picking the fruit from the trees and all this stuff. And then there's this horn that blows, and they all just kind of zone out and start walking towards this cave.
What? This is crazy.
And and then it turns out that when the horn blows, that's lunchtime for the Morlocks.
So
And
they have their pick of all the mindless humans, and then
they eat the humans.
like all of them.
But they're all humans. The Morlocks have evolved into becoming these.
Wait. Is this so? I've seen this movie. It's called The Time Machine. It's got
That's right.
got that one actor. He just bumps his head and he goes way into the future.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how the book goes, but is that the same thing?
Dude, the book is exactly like the movie.
Oh, I loved that movie. Holy crap! Who's the actor? It's Anyways, yeah, that's the movie I'm thinking of. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was but they're all like evolved, like super telekinetic, mind reading superhumans that look kind of hideous.
I don't remember the telekinesis.
Maybe not telekinetic, but they have real strong mind powers or something, or maybe only a few do of the hive or whatever that they live underground, right?
I don't remember that part.
All right.
I just remember them. Well, because the Eloys are under some sort of a spell.
Yeah, because the
That
mind.
was conditioning with the sound of the
Oh, gotcha.
the alarm, like conditioned them into just walking and blindly obeying and then becoming lunch. Rod Taylor. Yeah, Guy Pearce was in the remake, which I didn't care for.
Guy Pearce.
But the Rod Taylor version is, I mean, if you read the book, it's like you're just watching the movie over again.
Gotcha. Oh well, yeah, yeah, because they usually say they're not. Books are.
Oh, Young Fiverr says the book ending is weirder.
Whoa. Dang, that's so crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check out the audio book, which surely must exist if it's been around that long, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure.
H.G. Wells, huh? No, I'm not. I'm not cultured like that.
The Time Machine. Oh man, I am about to crosshatch a background. Oh yeah. That's how we do here at the Moon House. Crosshatching backgrounds.
It's time to put on the Han Solo hair. Rinse. You know what? Can I change my X-Men
Answer.
voice? Can I make it X-23? Is that better or not better?
Was she an X-Man?
I thought she was after a while. She's part of the all new X-Men, isn't she?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I don't read the new stuff.
I haven't read it either. But I kind of like some of the designs. Like I don't know if Stuart Immonen.
Risey Lee for $5 has got to go bounce, but I love you all 3,000.
Nice. Have a good one.
Good day, mate.
Take care of yourself. Until next time.
He's an Aussie, so I say good day, mate.
Good day. Good day. Blimey.
Yeah, man, dude, take advantage of audiobooks. Those things are great.
Yeah.
You have Audible?
No. What the Jesse is that?
It's
an app.
It's an app, and for $14.95 a month, you can get a free. Well, not a free. For $14.95 a month, you get a book of your choice, or a credit for a book, which means, I mean, different audiobooks, they can be as much as like $35-$40, but you get a credit, which means that you can use it to get any book, including those that are way more expensive than $14.95.
Wait, but just one book a month?
Yeah, so get long books.
Gotcha.
And you've had it for so many months, you probably have so many like saved up, huh?
So many credits.
Yeah, so many credits that you haven't used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, did you read that, Eden?
Yeah, Camilla Wallace says, Eden looks so beautiful with short hair, so elegant. Thank you.
Wait, is it the lighting or is it kind of red?
Yeah, I just dyed it the other night.
Oh, excellent.
It used to have highlights, but I thought it looked weird as they were growing out, so I just was like, I'll dye it all reddish, brown red.
Oh yeah, if you have brown red highlights, it looks like a can of that peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, brother.
Swirl. Peanut butter jelly swirl.
Oh, bye. Withheld, rather not say, is leaving.
Oh, later, Withheld. See you tomorrow.
Adios. Partner.
Withheld is a regular on cross-examinations.
Oh yeah. I like me some cross-examinations.
Did you watch God Squad last week?
Oh yeah, I did. Show did.
You don't see nothing in the chat.
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to catch it.
Live.
I was sleeping.
You caught it in Memorex.
Yeah. Most everything I watch is I'm never up to speed or I get the notifications whenever it's live.
So how come you're scared to talk on video? What's the problem here, Matt? You got to create some content for your channel.
Oh, you talk about talking on my videos?
Well, I am now.
Are they talking to you or are they talking?
I
to
am
me?
talking to you.
So my very first couple of videos that I ever posted years ago were videos where I spoke and drew at the same time. And yeah, you don't have to go back and find those videos. They're really atrocious. And I was just all excited to throw up some fun music on all my recent videos and do time lapses, give people a little bit of a break from trying to watch like a 20 or 30-minute video compared to like a 2 to 3 minute video with some cool music. And time lapses make you look like a genius. I mean, they don't even catch when you erase. They just fly along your drawing and make you look awesome. So I got to get back to it. I got to maybe do a time lapse with some audio. But I'll get there. And especially if I'm going to do maybe a couple little instructional videos, which all I've been doing lately is posting the videos where I do drawn and quartered stuff, and I need to sit down and do some instructional fun stuff very soon, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I got to throw up some gaming videos first so I can get some so I can get my subscriber.
You should just, dude. It'd be so funny as if you did some peanut butter review videos. Dude, I would laugh my butt off.
Oh, bro. You know what? I'm gonna go clip that video of me doing the ink pen thing my first time, and that'll be my first video.
Wait, isn't that on my channel?
Yeah.
So that's my content.
I mean, we could share custody, right? Of some of that content, perhaps.
No, go ahead. That was hilarious.
Just that pot.
Yeah.
That pot. Man, I keep forgetting it's Saturday.
It's not. Not yet.
What are you talking about? It's not.
It's Saturday when you wake up.
I agree with that. I can get behind that. Well, I mean,
No.
I'm woken up, so I mean, I'm gonna be up all day.
Oh, brother.
That's left.
Isn't it sunset the previous day? Is the new-
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Eden, that's so
So
true.
it is Saturday. You're calling me Jewish? Are you
So
anti-Semitic?
Sweet mercy.
That's the best thing I've ever heard is someone trying to call me anti-Semitic.
Oh yeah. That's what's hot. Gotta call.
Look at Curtis. I have to go look him up now. I wonder if I have him blocked. After I finish filling in these blacks, I'm going to go search out Micah Curtis on Twitter and see what he's saying about me.
When you do that, I'm gonna go search out grilled cheese materials. Ah, no, I don't have any bread.
Oh, no. And the stores is closed.
Sweet merciful crap.
Do you have any tortillas?
Perhaps.
Well,
No,
then,
but
quesadilla time, baby.
there's a 24-hour Walmart around here.
Dude, just go quesadilla style.
That's not a bad idea. My bread consumption increased quite a bit recently because I recently discovered like jalapeno cheddar hot dogs too. So I've just been rolling up a hot dog and a piece of bread.
Oh my gosh, you're so ghetto, Matt.
Like ghetto was when I was super poor and I was smearing mayonnaise on Eggos.
Ugh.
Tastes just like an egg sandwich.
Bro.
I was so poor I ate Eggos because it had the word egg in it.
The most detrimental thing to my health, though, has been that since I've been doing eggs, since I've been doing drawn and quartered, I've been skipping basketball on Wednesdays, which is
Oh, sure. Blame me for your health problems.
yep, it's all elastic for me everywhere. It might have saved me in a lot of ways because church basketball is very hazardous to your health.
Is it?
As well, because but at the same time, I was sweating a little bit, getting my fitness on.
Getting physical? Let's get physical. All right, I would show you guys this page, but again, spoilers.
Dang.
So I will not.
You calling it a stream, Mike, or are you?
Yeah, as soon as I check out Micah Curtis on.
Oh yeah. I could have told. I don't even know what I was talking about. It's probably not the letterer person I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Carry on, Mike. Carry on.
Carry on my wayward son.
Oh, that's a good job.
It's when you are done.
Oh, that sounds much better.
Micah Curtis.
Love is a battlefield. No.
Tweets and replies. Oh, how do you search Micah Curtis? Mike Miller.
Looks like it's going to be a ramen special.
I'm gonna do that. Anybody know how to search somebody's page for?
On Facebook or Twitter?
On Twitter.
Twitter changes all the time. I don't even know.
Search Twitter. Oh wait, it's what is his thing? Mind of Micah C. At Mind of Micah C. Miller Jews.
What?
No. How about just Miller? I'm talking about people like Mike Miller and Doug TenNapel. Vox and John have been rejected by CG because they're a pair of bigoted scumbags who think there's a massive Jewish conspiracy, being pathetic manlets. Wait. Tim Corbin first said, that's why Vox Day and John Delaraz are getting disavowed and disowned. And he responds, I'm talking about people like Mike Miller and Doug TenNapel. Vox and John, what?
That's confusing. It might sound like they're clearing you of that accusation, but I'm not really sure.
I don't know. Let me put Mike Miller instead of just Mike.
Man. Putting Han Solo hair on a three-toed sloth is proving difficult. I'm surprised you're actually finding something, Mike.
It's the only thing I found. That's the only mention of me I can find on Micah Curtis's thing. So, yeah, that's from July 28th. I don't know what Withheld Rather Not Say was talking about.
That's pretty recent.
Well, it's a month ago. Over a month ago. All right. 6:30 in Argentina. Mind of Mega C. I watched. Did the chat die or is my YouTube acting up again? I don't know. Yes, everyone do go subscribe to Matthew Weldon's YouTube channel. Someday he'll post something.
With audio, with the dialogue. I mean, with the voice over something. I got like 40 or 50 videos, fun videos you can check out.
Yeah.
With
And follow Eden on Eden Miller.
It's Eden_Inc.
on YouTube.
Wait, I just finished.
Wait, it's Eden what?
Not on YouTube. Instagram.
Eden
I don't have a
Eden Miller
YouTube.
_Inc. or just Eden
It's just Eden_Inc.
Eden _.
Wait, I just finished the little comic.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Hold on.
Let's give Matt a moment. The Slothinator.
Yeah, Chewbacca sloth.
Slotha. Oh my gosh, it's 2:30 in the morning. What's wrong with you people?
Crap, it's 4:30 in the morning over here.
I only have 2 pages of Monster Hunt left. Woo! Yeah, boy.
And then you're already halfway through the other issue, aren't you?
I'm more than halfway through. I've only got about 20 pages left on that.
Crap, you're in good shape.
Well,
Tear it up.
yeah. I need to get this done, son. At least I am through all the madness of the double page spreads and the hundreds of characters on each page. I chose to do it, but it was madness. Pablo Romero Art says you should start with It's Your Boy Matt. Yeah, Matt, why don't you do like anime reviews just like Zach does with comic reviews? Or anime or manga reviews.
I do like a little bit of manga, but I don't really read. I don't really get into a lot of manga. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I do. I just watch. I barely have enough time to watch anime.
Here's his thing. Here's her thing.
Oh my goodness!
I missed the
You gave up the ghost. Oh,
Read it. Hey Eden, are you ready?
It says, "Hey Eden, are you ready for the quiz?" And I say, "Quiz? You didn't know? Well, did you at least study for the quiz in economics?" I didn't have enough space. I messed up the writing in this one, and then I just died.
that's excellent.
That's lovely.
Oh no, your friend's like, oh goodness, she's been compromised.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Died. That's great.
Yeah, put that up
All right.
on Instagram. That's a good one.
Well, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks especially to Risey Lee, who's not here anymore, but who super chatted grip of money. Actually, I gotta go check videos, other features, live events. I have to go to that page to see live control room.
Mike, I need help, man. I came on this stream so I wouldn't get on the 3D programs, and if I get off, I might relapse.
Just finish this piece.
You're like, too bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got too much work to do.
Why don't you live stream?
Live stream some. I've never done a live stream in my life. I might go figure that out. That's not a bad idea, Mike. All right.
Yeah, go live stream. Everybody go over to Matt Weldon.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I gotta eat something first. Maybe this is. Yeah, just hold off until a later date. I don't want to get y'all's hopes up that it's gonna actually be anything of substance.
It'll be Matt drawing, and then you can ask him questions, and he'll give you really silly answers. Cause it's Matt.
Thanks, Mike.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Aloha.
You doing God Squad tomorrow?
God Squad tomorrow.
Again? All right.
Say goodnight, Eden.
Good night.
All right, all. See y'all.
Bye.
Later, Mike.
Later.